It said that it's still resuming the live, so I'm not even sure if the same thing. But it's crazy. What am I supposed to do? Welcome to being a Hindu on TikTok. Tomorrow, Amuji, your strife will start too tomorrow. It's crazy. Fourth time restart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Namaste, Priyaji. Namaste. But it is what it is. We have no option. I mean, the YouTube channel is also not like, it's not getting any reach. I tried to go live there 2-3 times. The good thing is you can just actually share your screen on YouTube, which is a good thing. Like here you have to make a screenshot and like put it in the background and stuff. Namaste, namaste, RBG. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Wait, I thought you were a Muslim girl. Namaste. Weak Muja. Absolutely, bro. Namaste, namaste. Thank you for the gifts. If now TikTok thinks like the algorithm is weird, I can get it because I had to restart so many times. But TikTok should also figure out ways to like not randomly accept everybody's reports, Is there a specific book? Yes, there is a specific book. I would recommend you read Raja Yoga by Swami Vivekananda. What is the significance of Om? Om is the base frequency. Like normal science, even like right now, not just string theory, even quantum mechanics tells you that everything is energy. So if everything is energy, everything can be frequency, right? Frequency is a form of energy. And the base frequency from which like every other frequency comes out, that is Om. It's by default, everything is Om. Om then eventually becomes more and more complicated. That's why we have Bija mantras. That's why the mantras actually are so effective. So Om becomes other complicated frequency, and through that frequency, all of reality that we experience comes out. Thank you for the share. Is Dalitism science? No, Yosh, you are the one. You are Dalit. I would never touch you. Because, that level of stupidity has to be contagious, right? How do you measure displacement in real life? What do you mean? Displacement? Like what kind of displacement? Hey, Stash, what's up?
I was listening before you crashed the other one, and I heard this person come up and say, how do I know everything about Hinduism? And I was thinking that one answer might be just to say to know yourself. You just need to know yourself. And that you don't need to know anything else other than that. If you have the answer to that question, you know everything already.
Yes. I did understand that he was trying to talk about all the different mechanics and structures and the knowledge systems we have. So that
he treats it like you said, like a religion. So he wants to understand like the all of the writings, all of the different philosophies, all that. But like I think like a good answer to that question is like you said basically too. Like you ask about what you care about, right? Because you really ask about ultimately what you are, and from there you can sort of look at any other writing or concept later and put it in the right context and understand it. If you can read that one or another one or hear somebody's view, something like that, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, the person, if you're listening, this is a very valid answer. If you understand the source of all of your experiences, you will figure out all of Hinduism.
And then you can just kind of take what you hear and you either resonate with that and you understand what is meant, or you don't, and that's fine. But like the key is the experiential side. It's looking at yourself and not worrying about the concepts.
Absolutely. I completely agree, brother. This is the beauty of being, Dhyana Yogi, Vedanta person. You can figure out creative ways to pretty much figure out everything.
Yeah, and pretty much say the same thing in every possible way is basically what that is, right?
Absolutely.
And something will resonate with somebody or not, and that's why there's so many things written. But like, it's actually a very simple concept once you understand it experientially.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, bro. I'm gonna let you get back to some people that want to fight with you. You have a good one.
You too, bro. Thank you for coming.
All right, bye now.
So Yosh, I generally am okay with people doing stupid things, but now you're spamming, so I have to mute you. Don't spam. Be creative. If you want to say stupid things, be creative. If you keep repeating nonsense, then not only are you stupid, you're not even creative. I mean, I cannot entertain that. Sorry. And Axel, AK, XLR, चूतिया जैसा अकाल अकाल बोलना बंद कर. It's सत श्री अकाल. Say the whole thing. Don't be lazy.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I don't have. I'm a Hindu myself, so I'm a strong believer of it. But something that's been playing on my mind is this Bangladesh stuff that is happening, right? I wanted your take on it, and everybody on the comments too. I love Hindu as a religion, but I don't like Bangladesh as a country because of what they've done to India, and they take us for granted and what they're doing to us. Does that make me a bad Hindu if I don't feel for?
Is it the first time you have seen my life?
Yes.
Because I speak about Bangladeshi Hindus extensively. I've been imploring every Hindu to speak about it.
I hear you. Absolutely right. So I'm a Kashmiri Pandit, so nobody spoke for me for the longest time. So I know how it feels like.
Double whammy right now.
But I get it. But the problem is, Bangladesh is long time coming, and I don't have any feelings towards these guys at all. In fact, like, I don't even think of them. They don't take my mind space. I may be bad. Don't get me wrong. We all we're not perfect either, and I completely acknowledge it. But does that make me a bad person if I don't feel for them because of the country per se, not because of its people? I don't like Bangladeshis in general. Does that make me a bad person?
But do you speak up for the Hindus? That's what matters to me right now.
I do speak up for the Hindus, but not Bangladesh. In this case, I am not. You're absolutely right. Precisely so. Yes.
See, the thing is, Bangladesh itself as a country, they have been almost, there's this word called Ehsan Faramush.
Correct. Exactly. भीख
so
में मिले
that I
देश
know
में दान में मिले कपड़ों पे बहुत नाचते हैं ये लोग. You're absolutely right.
Exactly. So that part I get. But the Bangladeshi Hindus, they were too lenient, they were too blind, they were too secure. They thought they were too secure. I mean, which is exactly what the Kashmiri Pandits thought too, right? Because
Right.
the Kashmiri problem started long before 90s.
100%. 100%. Yes.
But
Exactly.
we have this, trusting, believing kind of a behavior. Like, for example, right now, the same Kashmiri Pandit situation is bubbling up in Kerala.
Oh,
Same thing.
100%.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right. That is on the verge of radicalization. That is really bad. You're absolutely correct. I couldn't agree with you more. It's happening within our own ecosystem. Like, for example, in UP, Azamgarh is one of the main areas where all of these radicalization initiatives take place in madrasas. It's a known, documented thing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, it's out in the open. But the idea becomes when I become selective. I'm just asking your insight on this, because I become selective. I'm like, okay, if Bangladesh is going down the drain, let them go down the drain. Then I don't bring the religious construct in there. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's not about Hinduism per se.
Yeah, see, I don't look at it as good and bad. The only thing we can do as a Hindu community worldwide is like whenever Hindus get persecuted, we should together, unanimously, as one voice, speak about it. I'm not telling you to go and like actually rescue them. The Indian government is doing whatever it can from its perspective to rescue them, but at least it should not go under the radar.
Yeah, no, it should absolutely. There should be, because the problem with us is if there's something wrong with Palestine, all of our Bollywood nonsense people will post, Gaza on fire or nonsense shit like that. But when it's us, they all keep shut.
Exactly.
It's selective nonsense, and it's this bigotry has been happening for very very long time. जिस थाली में खाओगे उसी में छेद कर दोगे. Like pretty much is that's the case, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And Hindus themselves, like, no matter what kind of strife is going on in the world, Hindus are very vocal about it. Palestine, Lilo, some other, the Ukraine-Russia war, all the Hindus spoke about it. But when it's Hindus themselves, suddenly there is silence. This kind of a self-defeating idea, right? Self-hating idea, this Hindus have to like go against. Because eventually this is going to come to your doorstep, no matter where you live in the world. Like right now, there's a big misinformation campaign going on across the world.
Nahi, boss, it is not going to come. It has already come to our doorstep. We think it's going to come. It's already at our doorstep. You see the
now it's
amount
going
of
to
hate
accelerate.
crimes here in the US about us. I'm like,
Exactly.
why?
Exactly. This is exactly what I was talking about. Yep. So
You're
this is going to
absolutely right.
accelerate now. This is going to accelerate now. So if you don't come together as a community, like the global Hindu community, if you don't come together and start breaking propagandas, this hatred will keep boiling up, and these things will get accelerated in such an extent that going out on the streets will become dangerous for us, like what is happening to Israelis right now. Sorry, Jews right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. And thanks for spreading the word, man. I mean, I'm glad I stumbled upon your channel, but yeah, there's some people who just talk out through their ass pretty much. I was watching for the last 10-15 minutes. Very few people are there who actually are respectful and understand and come from a source of knowledge. Most of them are just hearsay, brainwashed bigots, pretty much coming up on here and harping that they know all of the world and Islam is the only truth nonsense. I'm like, hell no, man. Open your Makkah and you will see a shivling inside of it. What kind of nonsense are you telling me?
I hear that all the time.
किसी को
Anyway, it's
चूतिया
okay.
किसी और को बनाओ जाके यार, like not us. It's like that. But thank you, brother, for having me. I just wanted to kind of see if I was like I have not been raising my voice on the Bangladesh stuff. I'll be very honest. I'm
No,
guilty of it, but it's just that I don't like them as a construct and as a country either. All the illegal immigration, everything, every nonsense problem that they've caused.
the anti-Hindu forces, they're counting on this. They're counting on the fact that maybe these
I
people
know.
will just overlook when it's
जी
Bangladesh. Maybe they'll overlook when it's Pakistan. In Pakistan and Afghanistan, they have wiped out the Hindus. There's
I
like
know
barely
that. Oh,
1%.
yes. I know. The wide of the Hindus now Sikhs are also in danger, and it's very well documented. Yeah, Balochistan is trying to fight, take a stand, but unka koi sunta nahi hai. You're also Baloch people, absolutely right. No, I know the geopolitical constructs of it, and ये China भी कोई दूध का धुला नहीं है. I mean, they are very nonsense people. पूरा एक
course, of
चौथाई दुनिया को ये लोग खा गए. डकारे भी नहीं, कोरोना कहते हैं ये लोग, but this was their only bloody construct, na? I mean,
Yeah. I don't think you can talk about those things openly, bro, on a Chinese app.
होने दे यार. I mean, क्या मेरे को हटा देंगे? Let them do it. I mean, what is truth is true. They're documented. But thank you, brother, for having me over. I will not take much of your time and keep spreading good word and always be respectful as you are, but it is what it is. We cannot change
Nah,
everybody.
don't expect that from me, bro. I match energies. If somebody comes up with disrespect, I'm like worse than them.
I've been listening to you, man, but you're not like disrespectful as in disrespectful, like you're not humiliatingly. You will counter with facts. I know that for a fact. I've seen how you counter, but I appreciate what you guys are doing and a lovely community down there too. Trying to debunk myths. Where everybody has been brainwashed. They think we are still the land of snake charmers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty
No, no, it's
Google,
not the snake
Microsoft,
charmer,
pretty
bro.
blown.
Apparently, we are all cow worshippers and cow piss drinkers.
Even if we are, we are still superior. We are the oldest
Oh, no
civilization known
questions
to
about it.
mankind. You know,
No questions about it.
Yeah, there is no. Let us not harp behind anything. You want to open historical facts, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, everything before that. Sanatan means the fact that it was there, it is going to be there, and it is also going to be forever. Whatever we are finding out in technologies and all, it is already somewhere in our Vedas written. We are finding it now and call it a new invention. It's not. It's not. It's very scientifically based philosophy, Hinduism in general. In general, we don't have the intellect to comprehend everything, so we think oh, cow pissers and piss drinkers and all that nonsense. You see how many what are the advantages of cow piss? Just have a look at it. It's in the Vedas. Then come and talk to me about it. You don't even know your metformins and all that shit might already be having that only. Thank us for saving your bloody life right now. Everything is based on Ayurveda only in some way, shape, or form. You know, so it's all nonsense. I completely agree with you, boss. But thank you for doing God's work. Appreciate you, and thanks for having me in the box, boss.
No problem, bro. Thank you for coming. Namaste.
Cheers, man. Bye. Namaste.
How refreshing. Absolutely, Pixie. Absolutely.
Hello. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, what's
Thank
up?
you.
What's up, bro?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your internet is kind of crying, brother. I see you
Yes,
have
brother.
not
Yes,
one bar.
yes, yes. How are you, brother? Where are you from? Actually, I just saw your live, and I'm going to follow you.
Sure, bro. Do you have any questions for me?
Questions not. I just want to thank you, man. You are just doing the thing which I would really appreciate, man.
Sure, bro. Thank you so much. The support means a lot. Thank you for that. All right, then, bro. I'll just take some questions and I think finish for the day. Today, algorithm is not working for me.
No
I don't know
problem. No
what's up.
problem, brother. No problem. No problem.
All right. Thank you for coming. Yeah. But some idiot is saying like Ayurveda is not just Hinduism. What the hell, bro? Are you okay in the head? Ayurveda was taught like thousands of years before the rest of the world did not even figure out that plants can heal. Thousands of years before. And your prophet, he talked big things about, okay, I know everything and this and that. He said eating dates and something black olives will save you even from, something, I don't know, save you from anything except death or something like that. He would give like scientific advice to people, and guess how he died? Absolutely horribly by poisoning. So yeah, no, you guys did not know shit. He knew like two, three things around him in the desert. That's all he knew. He had no clue what tulsi is. He had no clue what turmeric is. He had no clue what is it? There is this bitter leaves. I forgot the neem kalpata. He didn't know any of that shit. He only knew what he found in his desert. Even that he did not actually use properly. He thought the well of Buddha is a clean water. So yes, Ayurveda is a Hindu thing. Stop trying to take it. It won't work. We are superior. Yes, our culture is superior. Absolutely, Buji bhai. What's
Hello,
up?
can you hear me? Yeah, I just had one question. So I was raised Hindu, right? And I've
Raised
asked this
Hindu.
question. Yeah,
What does raising Hindu mean?
as in my parents are Hindu, and like in my early life, I went to the temple and stuff like that. I've stopped now since I went to college, but so I was just wondering why don't Indians eat beef? Because I've asked this like plenty of times to like my parents and stuff, and they don't give me like a
Why
straight
don't what?
answer, or they give me deferring answers.
What is your question? You said.
So why don't Hindus eat beef? Or is there like a rule in like what's it called, the
No, we
Bhagavad
don't have.
Gita that says we can't eat beef?
No. Bhagavad Gita says you should not be eating any life at all, but we don't have a rule like that in Hinduism. Like
Really?
I
So,
was a hardcore, I would be, I was eating a steak for dinner every night. But through meditation, I found that this is not actually doing good for me. So consciously, roughly two years ago, I quit the whole thing. But nobody put a rule saying like I cannot eat meat. So depending, like maybe in your family there is a rule like that, but Hinduism itself does not give you rules. It gives you recommendations. It tells you how life works, and according to the understanding of how life works, you can pick and choose pretty much how you want to live.
wow. This is news to me because my whole life I've been told, we're Hindu, we don't eat beef, and that's just end all. So, can I ask, like,
See,
where
I'll
from
tell
where?
you why. I'll tell you why this is said. In some Hindu households. Okay,
Okay.
Indians were one of the first people across the world who cracked agrarianism. We were an agrarian culture, so that's why
Okay.
we were civilized. When the rest of the world were like hunters and gatherers, we had an amazing civilization because we cracked agrarianism. And when you are an agrarian culture, the bovine, it becomes pretty much your colleague. You work with them on the farm, and the bovines are also a very good source of protein through milk, right?
Yeah.
And because of this connection with the bovine, they pretty much became part of our family, your work colleagues, your home family, and they're also nurturing because they give you nutrition, right? For
Yeah.
thousands of years, we had the bovine, especially the cows, as a family member.
Mhm.
So just like how we have dogs and cats now, right? Like
Yeah.
if you go to a neighborhood where everybody loves dogs and cats, but then you're a Chinese guy who actually eats dogs and cats. If you come there and if you start eating dogs and cats, the other people who think dogs are our best friend and that cats are our family members, they would be weirded out, right?
Yeah.
That's literally
Yeah.
what is happening here. Because we have had such a close connection to cows and the bovine, right? Buffaloes and
Mhm.
bullocks and whatnot. For us now, eating them is kind of weird. Like, dude, these people used to be like our family back in the day. We used to love them as our family members.
Mm.
So how can you suddenly start eating them? It's just weird.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes more like sense. But okay, so and this is like so where does the worshiping cow, because this what you're telling me doesn't sound like we're worshiping cows in Hinduism, right? Like where does that come from?
The idea of worship, Rushil,
Yeah.
the idea of worship does not exist in the Hindu system. We don't worship anything. Like when you say worshipping cow, what are you doing? You're joining your hands and like pretty much bowing down, right?
Yeah, that's what it made, well,
Yeah.
that's what it
That,
may
that
seem like. Yeah.
action, that action is misinterpreted as worship. But then when you do namaste to a fellow human being, what are you doing?
Greeting
No, you're doing the same thing. You're joining your hands and bending down and saying namaste.
to
So
a
are you
human
worshipping
or
people who
to,
say you say namaste to? No,
no.
you're not. So we show respect, we show veneration to pretty much all life. In Indian culture, you will see that we do the same thing to a tulsi plant. We do the same thing to a bale tree, right? So
Yeah.
trees, plants, animals, we do it to monkeys, we do it to snakes, we do it to elephants. But the West has a hang up on the cows because I think deep down they have a sense of guilt, I guess, because they are eating the cow and they see that, okay, Hindus are respecting the cow. So they cannot let the cows alone. But if you actually come to the Indian culture, you will see that we have murtis of Ganesha, which is basically an elephant. We have murtis of Hanuman,
Mhm.
which is basically a monkey. But no, they have to keep wondering about the cows itself.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. That was my only question.
No problem, bro. Thank you for coming. And it's I'm glad that you asked this question because I want Hindus to know these things. When somebody comes and makes fun of you, right, you should know exactly how to like counter them. Hey Lotus Nag, what's up?
Namaste, namaste, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. Another random question from me. It's becoming a bit of a
Sure.
habit on your live. I'm not sure you'll know this as well because I get a sense that this perhaps isn't something you do. But you know, it's the month of Shravan right now. I hope I've said that properly.
Shravan ka mahina. You cannot, you should not be drinking alcohol or eating meat, by the way, during this time.
Also, yeah, exactly. If you want to progress spiritually, I guess that's exactly the rule you should be following. Um,
Yeah.
so in my family of tradition on Mondays we go to the temple. We'll do it at home. We do what is the abhishek with the milk and the water potentially. I don't know if you're on the shivling.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your understanding behind that? Is there any history behind it? Do you know of anything? Is it a spiritual thing? Is there any science behind it?
See, when you use the word spiritual there, it's just science. You cannot actually. The word spirit doesn't mean anything. It's a Christian word.
Yeah,
You
fair
should not be
enough.
using it.
You're right.
So
Yes.
the Shivling is a very concentrated, very hypercharged energy center.
Mm.
Okay, it has like shit ton of energy. If you are somebody who's sensitive to these kind of energies, in front of a Shivling, you will pretty much lose your mind. That's how strong that energy center is.
Mm.
Like most people are not sensitive enough. We don't have a regular yoga practice. We have not like sensitized ourselves to understand that energy. So most people cannot see this. But a
Yes.
yogi will actually tell you, okay, how powerful, how consecrated that shivling is, and it has different levels. Not every shivling has the same level, but because it's an energy center, by the play of different elements, right, you can
Mm.
actually take benefit out of that energy.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons why we pour milk and water and all that, because when you are pouring the milk, that energy kind of takes a different form, and even people who are not sensitive, you can actually absorb that some of that. That's what you're doing through the milk thing. From outside, it just looks like, oh, you're just wasting food, but bro,
Mm.
you cannot just say that, right? If you don't understand the science behind something, you can't just like say, okay, you're wasting food. Just because milk happens to be something we eat doesn't mean like we're just wasting it away. That ritual has a very scientific purpose, and everybody who does it, they benefit from it.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Like for example, like if in a scientific laboratory you are trying to like mix chemicals and create something, and
Mm.
some of the ingredients happen to be food stuff, would you say like this is a waste of food? No, you would not say that. But when Hindus do this, apparently there's a problem. But again, I don't blame them. I blame the Hindus themselves. We have not educated ourselves about what these things are, and we have not
Exactly.
communicated it really well. So it's not their problem. It's our problem.
That is our problem, exactly. Actually, that does tie into my next. I've got one more actually. If you're here,
Yeah.
and you talk about it a lot. How do we build the unity in the community so that, for example, when something like Bangladesh happens, we actually do see it as a wider community problem, not just it's happening over there. It doesn't really affect us because I feel like sometimes our sort of the best thing about Hindus in that we're pluralistic in nature and that we accept other ways of being is almost our worst enemy sometimes because you kind of go, well, that's their situation over there. We'll leave them to it. It doesn't really affect
Yeah,
us.
I'm glad you mentioned, accepting other ways of being. That is a it's a misreading of our scripture. In the
Mm,
books, it says Sarva Dharma Sambhav.
mm,
Okay, this is what is being misrepresented right now. So when
mm.
it says Sarva Dharma Sambhav in English, they translated it as all religions lead you to the truth. I'm so tired. My speech is slurring. So yeah, so that is the miscommunication here, because the word dharm doesn't mean religion.
That's right. Yeah.
The word dharm means like a dharmic path, and religions
Yes.
of the world are clearly adharmic. So saying that all religions come to the same truth, it's absolutely wrong. Because if you follow Islam or Christianity, it's not even going near the truth. Forget actually taking it to the truth. It's absolutely adharmic. So, as a Hindu, you are supposed to see, okay, who all are following dharma, different types of dharma like Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhi, all that, and that is what is uniting, because all the dharmic paths, they eventually take you to moksha, right? That's what this verse actually means.
Yes.
So, about the unity thing, you know what? I would never have guessed that I would use these words, but let me use it anyways. We should learn from the Muslims. Because a Muslim child, every Muslim child is taught that no matter what happens, you should always, like, when it comes to dealing with the non-Muslims, you should always take the side of your Muslim brothers. Every child is taught this. This is coming straight from the books. This is what Hindus should start doing too. We should stop being divided in, like, different dharmic paths and this and that. We should stop being divided, like for example, I was saying this earlier in the live. When I came out of India, right, I never met an Indian. I would see a bunch of Gujaratis huddling out together, a bunch of Maharashtrians, bunch of Tamilians, bunch of Keralites. Bro, when did you stop being Indians? The white
Yes.
person is looking at you, everybody as an Indian. They think you're a smelly brown idiot. No, the racist ones at least. They're all looking at you in that sense. But no, a Gujarati has to stay with only Gujaratis. Maharashtrian has to stay with only Maharashtrian. This is absolutely crazy. Stop doing this. Because the world does not look at you like that. So you have to have unity. And at least when there is strife against the Hindus, you should come together and unitedly speak as one. And now we have a common language to speak. It's come to us from absolutely harsh means, but at least we can all speak English, right?
Yes.
So use that. Use that, communicate, and say it out. Like the moment you see a Hindu strife, talk about it. Like for example, throughout Yemen, Nigeria, all these countries, right? All the Muslims are getting persecuted here. But because it's from a fellow Muslim, nobody's speaking about it. But the moment, say in India, in some random town, one Muslim guy, he breaks his arm because he, came under a Hindu's car, the world will scream about it. The world will scream, oh, look at this genocide against Muslims in India.
That's right.
Why? Because unitedly they have a network, they have a system where the moment this happens, unanimously they all speak together. Suddenly, New York Times will be posting an article. Suddenly, BBC will be making a documentary about it, and they will make the whole thing look like, okay, look at how badly Muslims are persecuted. That is unity. This is what we should learn from.
Absolutely.
The moment you see
Yeah.
the moment you see a Hindu was hurt by somebody, or that he was persecuted because he was a Hindu, all the Hindus across the world should come together and speak up about it. All of us, like regardless of what you think about other denomination, whatever. And this includes Sikhi, Jainism, Buddhism, all of those denominations.
Dharmic faiths. Yes. Well,
Yes.
not faith, but yeah, the dharmas. Great. Good stuff.
All right, bro.
Thank you, bro.
If you have any
Appreciate it.
questions, feel free to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, namaste. Cheers, bro.
Namaste. Cheers. Cheers. Like for example, this Bangladeshi Hindu thing, right? I really want all the Hindus to come together and like talk about it. It's almost on its verge of ending because some pressure was created. For lack of resources, we actually did a fine job coming together and speaking about it. There is some voice there. Some people have actually come together and like broken the notion and broken the propaganda. And because of that, people might think, okay, just making a post is like, I just made a post. No, it actually saved lives. Because when a country like Bangladesh, when it does these things to minorities, they actually care about the global narrative because they want support, they want sales, they want business. So because their name was kind of getting bad, they had to force the local the organization is called Jamaat Islami, who was going around like underlining the Hindus and whatnot. So they had to put them in check because they were getting affected. Business was going low. So our stupid posts actually made an effect.
Mr. Shasta. Go.
Yeah, what's up?
Can we talk about how child marriage is at most in India? Because y'all don't talk about that topic. Y'all be showing India as the best country in the world when child marriages are the highest.
Sure, bro. Can you show me some statistics?
Somewhat.
Statistics.
You know damn well that's the truth.
Bro, don't just talk out of where the sun doesn't shine, bro. If you say something, show me statistics.
All right, so wait. Okay, I'll show you this right now. But what's it called? Y'all be talking shit about Islam when that's your whole personality. Like you wouldn't even have.
Trying to find something.
Do you know Lord Shiva ejaculated after seeing a little girl? Listen, to statisticize whatever, India has the largest number of child brides in the world as of 2020.
U.S. citizen, you can vote from here. Here.
I just gave you statistics, bro. We should boycott India. They're very dangerous people.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
What is that?
أشهد
Is that
أن لا
that?
إله إلا أشهد أن لا إله إلا
What is that? Y'all mad at Islam. Like, what the fuck?
أشهد أن
Without the
من
Khalij in Saudi Arabia, are we gonna debate? Y'all be fleeing to Saudi
أشهد
Arabia. But if Islam is that bad, why y'all be going?
رسول حي على Shri Krishna حي على Shri Krishna حي على Shri Ram حي على Shri Ram Om Hu Akbar Om Hu Akbar لا إله إلا Mashallah, mashallah.
Mashallah, brother, mashallah. The children will be listening to this azan, so get ready. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can.
Sorry, this is my first time joining like live conversations, so I wasn't sure if like I'd actually joined or not.
No problem, no problem.
Are you
I can
okay?
hear you fine. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, so no, basically I was just looking at your little profile thing, and obviously I can see on there that you've said Hinduism is the truth. Come to Hinduism. Like, what is your basically? I suppose what I'm asking is, what is your like? What proof do you have that Hinduism is the truth? When
Sure. Do you know what
every
Hinduism is?
religion claims to be the truth.
Yeah. Before asking that question, do you know what Hinduism is?
Yeah, I mean, I have like a rough idea. So me, myself, I'm a Muslim. And obviously, like, I'm told that Islam is the truth. Again, you can argue that, like, you know, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, they all pretty much claim the same thing. So, like, how do you prove that your religion...
You cannot be further
Like,
wrong from the truth.
sorry?
Hinduism does not claim anything that these religions claim.
Okay. So, what is the difference?
Yeah, see, this is where you should have started. Hinduism, first of all, is not a religion. This is how the world did science before the idea of religion came to the picture. This is ancient sciences.
I know it's one of the oldest religions on earth.
Are you paying attention, Maximus? What did I just say?
Sorry, repeat that again.
I literally said Hinduism is not a religion, and then you're calling it the oldest religion.
Okay, so I'm just saying theoretically. Okay, but you don't have to be rude about it. Obviously, I'm trying to educate myself, so that's all I'm asking.
Sure, but I would
No,
prefer
what?
that if when I'm answering the question, pay attention. I don't want to repeat myself. Yeah.
Sorry?
I said like if I keep repeating the same thing, it's not a good conversation,
I've
right?
just
So when I
joined your live,
answer,
so I've literally no idea what you, if you've explained it already. I wouldn't know. I've just joined, so
Maxima, I literally just now said when I answered the question, I told you Hinduism is not a religion. That's how I began the answer.
okay. So what is it then?
It's ancient sciences. I gave you the answer.
It's science,
Yes.
right? Okay, so obviously, how is it science? Isn't religion meant to be like a spiritual concept?
Again, you're calling it a religion. I just told you it's not a religion.
No. That is my idea of what a religion is. So I'm asking you to educate me. You come across very defensive right now. I'm asking to be educated.
No, I'm not being defensive. I don't like when people don't pay attention. You know,
Okay. Okay. So
have you been to school,
explain it then.
Maximus? When you are in school, does the teacher like it when the students don't pay attention?
No, but also it's within every student's right to question. You know?
No, but does the teacher like it when you don't pay attention?
No, I'm sure they don't.
When they don't like it, would you say like,
Right to
okay, the teacher
question
is being
that they
defensive?
don't understand, right?
When you don't pay attention and the teacher
But
gets
I am
pissed off
being
about that,
It's just
you
you're trying to explain something to me that I don't understand, so I'm asking you to
know, thank you for
explain.
coming. Waste of my time. No problem, chilling. What's up? Yo, whispering man. What's up?
Oh, wait, hello. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Why were you whispering, bro?
I was talking to somebody. You want to come say hi? Okay, never mind. So I have like a question.
Mm-hmm.
In your past live streams or something, I didn't get the chance because you had way too many requests or something to join your live.
Mm-hmm.
It was about like you saying you can remember your past life or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Can how do you do that, and like is it real? Like how do you know it's like real?
I know it's real because my current life is a direct consequence of things that happened in my past life. Like
Oh,
for
so
example,
they line up?
say you have some personality traits right now, and
Yeah.
you know that in childhood you went through something. That's why you have those traits, right? You
Yeah.
can connect it together, right?
Oh, they match up the two lives.
Yes. Same way, all my memories that I have from my past life, they do match up.
All right. I have two more questions. The other one is some Hindus say that they can't eat beef, and others say they can. They can. Are you allowed to eat beef?
Hinduism is not a religion, bro. People decide what they want to do.
So I can eat beef.
What are you, Hindu?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a Hindu.
What kind of Hindu are you?
I'm not sure. Like, what do you mean by what kind?
Are you a Vaishnavite? Are you a Shaivite? Which sampradaya do you come from?
No, I'm not sure.
If
Do
you're
I?
not sure, then I don't think there is any restrictions on you. You can do what you feel like. But here's the thing, though. If you actually understand and practice Hinduism, you'll realize that compassion and empathy is a natural effect of understanding Hinduism. Once you have compassion and empathy, you would not want to hurt animals. So it's
Oh,
not just the beef thing. You will not hurt any animal to begin with.
all right. So I guess I have to like more deeply understand it. All right. And my last question is, I searched it up, but on Google, and the answer was no. But can Hindus have multiple lives? Because I was thinking about
Hindus, right? For example, which country are you from?
India.
You're not from India. Where do you live right now?
Oh, right now I live in the Canada right now.
Okay, so Canada has laws, right? Does it allow you to have multiple wives?
Yeah, the state I live in. Yeah,
Canada allows multiple wives.
I'm pretty. Yeah, in my state.
Which state are you from?
Ontario.
See, half the time you're trolling me, so it's not like you are getting away with it. I do understand that. But
Uh,
I'm still trying to maintain my composure and trying to answer your questions because you just might learn something.
no, I'm asking you a question. Is yes or no?
I told you Hinduism is not a religion, so there's no rule for Hindus.
Okay. Um.
I just saw all of Canada, polygamy, polygyny, and bigamy is all illegal in all of Canada. So I don't know what state you're from.
Ontario.
In fact, there is a 7 years imprisonment if you're found doing this.
Wait, really? All right. I guess I'll hide one.
I think Google it.
All right. I'm
So
gonna
your
go
trolling
marry.
is not like it's not well informed, bro. When you come to troll, at least educate yourself before that.
All right. I'm gonna go marry 3 wives. Bye.
No, you should be marrying 3 boys, bro. You sound very poof, fruity. But your prophet did the same thing, so it's okay.
Peace, God. Peace. How you feeling today, man?
I'm
I
good, bro. What's up?
I want to know what do you mean, right? When you say Hinduism is the truth.
Hinduism is the truth because it is the ultimate knowledge, and the knowledge is not just given to you. You get to the knowledge through inquiry, through research, and through verification, right? And that is the only way to come to the truth. Blind faith is not how you come to the truth. Like, for example, religions of the world, they will tell you this is the book, this is coming from our God, and just follow it. I
I
mean,
I came up
maybe there is
with
some truth in that.
I came up with something that I thought was my own truth. And then I looked at it and somebody pointed out, "Oh, did you get that from Hinduism?" And then I read up on it. I was like, "Wow, this existed before I thought of it." But basically, my idea was that there's consciousness in atoms. Like,
Consciousness is an atom? No, no, it's the other way around, bro. Atoms appear in consciousness.
hold on. What's the difference in that saying? What's the difference in saying that? Hold on, let me think. What's the difference? Hold on.
See, the
Consciousness in
ultimate reality,
atoms.
right? Ultimate
So,
reality is just consciousness, sitting as pure potential. And that potential, the waveform, the energy, it materializes because the observer decides it to. So the ultimate perspective is just consciousness. So everything that is material appears within consciousness, including atoms.
everything that's material appears within consciousness.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, are you therefore saying that consciousness does not extend outside of our brain?
Bro, that is the opposite of what I'm saying.
How? How is that the opposite of what you're saying? Because it sounds like you're saying like consciousness is only because we have a brain.
No, who told you that? We have sentience because of the brain, not consciousness. Consciousness is something which is the root of all experiences. Brain is just one of the senses, right? It's a data processing center. Like in modern science, just look up something called the hard problem of consciousness. Okay.
Yeah. That's how I came up with my whole idea.
Yeah. So the hard problem of consciousness exists because modern science cannot figure out where consciousness comes from, because they are looking at the wrong place. They're looking at the brain. They're looking at our interactions. They're looking at like the nodal nodes of the brain and stuff like that. This is not very fine consciousness. They're going about it completely opposite of how you should be going about it. That's why modern science will never be able to crack consciousness unless they come to Hindu sciences. If you come to Hindu sciences, It's clearly told to you that there's Brahman and everything comes out of Brahman, which is basically that there's consciousness and everything materializes within consciousness. So you're looking at it in the wrong direction. So consciousness exists as pure potential, yeah, and the first manifestation of consciousness is energy, and energy takes whatever form consciousness decides. If you understand the double slit theory, double slit experiment, you will actually understand what I'm trying to say.
Hold on. So is it? Do you think that you can experience unalivenment?
Unalignment, as in my own unalignment or somebody else's unalignment.
Of course. I feel like another thing that I said is that only unalivenment is only for the living. Like only the living can experience unalivenment, not the actual
Okay.
unalived.
I don't understand your statement, brother. Can you explain it to me?
I mean, like, when I unalive, right? Like, I won't unalive, like, in the sense that I won't experience it.
I mean, depending on what kind of
Dep-
unalignment you're going through, it can be painful.
if it's slow, but by the time that I'm gone, how would I have an experience without I'm no longer conscious?
That's not true, bro. When you get unalived, you will just come right back in a new body.
Like instantly, or is there a gap? Would there be a gap in experience?
The idea of a gap does not even make sense because we experience time because of our five senses. The moment you go out of your five senses, there is no concept of time. So if there is a gap, if there is 100 years, our real self, conscious self, will not even perceive it. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So the moment you come out of your five senses, time does not exist. Do you get what I'm saying?
The moment you come out of the senses of being able to see, touch, feel, and hear,
Time does not
your
exist.
time doesn't exist.
Yes. So, you know, even if there is a gap, even if it took like 1,000 years, doesn't matter. Your experience will only start again after you come back to your five senses. So you will reincarnate, and now suddenly you have time again. In the middle, there is no time.
But you said this is based on science, so how do we substantiate this claim?
Through meditation, bro. There is no other option for this because our modern science only deals with things that is experienced through our five senses. This is why our modern science has a lot of limitations. It wants to measure everything through the implements and equipments that is created within the five senses and that can only be perceived with the five senses. But for these things, you need to go beyond the five senses. This is why yogic sciences come into play.
Oh yeah.
So,
Is there any
how modern
famous
science really works?
yogi sciences that you could point towards that has like materialized things? If that makes
Materialized
sense to
things.
you?
Like
If that
the
makes
whole
sense to
of
you?
manifestation that the West is doing, materializing your thoughts and emotions, that's basically yogic sciences. In the West, everything that you're following in the name of spirituality, everything, yeah, under the name spirituality, it's all coming from Hinduism.
Right.
So manifestation, astral projection, all of those things, it's all coming from Hinduism.
Hold
So
on.
these are all sciences you can use.
Oh, so you're not including the Abrahamic faith in that?
And it's pure nonsense. Nothing true with that.
But I would argue that the some of the Abrahamic faiths have certain concepts that can be found in Hinduism as well.
See, today, if I take some ideas from modern science and I create my own religion and I add, like, quantum mechanics, I add some physics and everything, and I create my own religion.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So somebody will say, okay, see, in this guy's religion, there is some science, but that doesn't make it That does not make the fact that my religion is not made up. It's absolutely made up. So to make it look legitimate, I would use some science here and there.
Hold on.
Same
So
way,
are you making a claim that Hinduism is not made up?
of course not. How can it be made up? It's our understanding of the universe around us. It was not made to, like, for example, there's no point to make up Hinduism. When Abrahamic religions were made up, the idea was to control people. The idea was to go out, win wars, convert everybody, and these people will never revolt. That's why these religions were created. But Hinduism has nothing like that. We're not controlling anybody. I'm giving you knowledge so that you can go and like explore your own life. So there is no point of making it up. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Maybe I threw out too much data here.
No. You're not making up the truth, right? But you guys have mythologies that are
No,
technically like
no. It's the West who call them mythologies. We have only itihas, which is like it's telling you what happened. There are allegories, yes, allegorical things are misinterpreted as mythology in the West, but it doesn't make it mythology. They're all things that actually does happen.
hmm. Para Brahman is Allah.
No, bro, you cannot even put them in the same sentence together. Because Allah is something who gets jealous, he has emotions, he has likes and dislikes, he wants you to read the book and follow the book. Parabrahman is just pure consciousness, he doesn't care about anything. So the consciousness I talked about earlier, that is Parabrahman.
Okay.
Alright, bro.
Alright,
If
yeah,
you
I'm
have
gonna
any,
come back again another time. Yeah, let me not waste too
no,
many people time.
no problem, brother. Thank you for coming. What is your opinion on Taoism? Taoism is basically Hinduism with a Chinese flavor. Hinduism in a Japanese flavor would be Shintoism. Hinduism with a uh, Turkish or Turkish flavor would be Tengrism. Hinduism with a Greek flavor would be ancient Greek culture. So across the world, everybody was following Hinduism. It took up local flavors and whatnot, but they were all following the same thing. Yes, Taoism absolutely is dharmic. Yes. So if you put all of these people together in a room, they will be like, okay, yeah, it's the same thing.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
I want to present my questions about Hinduism.
Present your questions. Interesting choice of words.
All
Go
right.
straight to your first question, bro.
So, as you've claimed, it's not a religion, which is your choice, and so
No. Wait. One second. I
I'm
don't
not
have
gonna
my
say it.
personal opinions, my choice anywhere. I'm just stating it exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So if you
Well, I
think
mean,
it's not, it's a religion, you have to prove it to me.
well, would you say that there's a central idea in Hinduism that everyone believes the same thing, or no?
We don't believe anything. The idea of belief is not a very Hindu idea.
So
We like to know
you,
things.
all right. Just answer me. Do you think there's a central idea in Hinduism?
No.
Okay, so then there's different beliefs. Some may believe in Krishna.
I just told you the idea of belief is not a very Hindu idea. We don't believe anything.
No, there's still Krishna. There's other gods too.
Krishna is our ancestor, bro. He lived in India. We have enough proof to prove that. We don't have to believe in Krishna.
So there isn't other gods. Well, in your beliefs,
There is zero God.
but other
There is
people
zero
can't
God.
believe
No
that
gods. Bro, there is no
because
God.
that's what
Zero
you
God.
believe,
I don't believe anything. I just, bro,
or that's what you know. That's what you know.
I know that there is no God. Do you know any gods? I would love to meet this character.
I mean, here I could pull up. Well, I don't know if you'll use the book, but hold up.
Which book?
Give me a minute.
Which book, bro?
One second. The Vedas.
See, I know.
The Vedas books.
I know you don't. I know you do not speak Sanskrit. And I don't
Let's.
trust any English translation, so there is
No,
no
I just have
conversation
my
there.
notes to present my questions.
Yeah, your Zakir Naik, Joker Naik, stupidity. Yeah, I don't care about
I'm
them.
just asking questions, sir. I'm respecting you.
Sure. Just ask your question.
All right. So, do you accept the Vedas? Or
Absolutely,
I'm
100%.
pronouncing it wrong. Excuse me if I am.
No, but you cannot pull up anything from the Vedas because you don't speak Sanskrit.
So I can't read the book. So, if I were to become Hindu right now, I couldn't read the book.
You have to learn Sanskrit. Yes.
So I'm not. Okay. So you don't accept that, or what?
Yeah, because we know that all of our English translations they were done by Christian missionaries. We have proof to. I can prove to you that it was translated by missionaries, and they did a shoddy job because they wanted to spread Christianity. This is why the only authentic way to read the Vedas is like if you understand Sanskrit, then actually go read it yourself.
Hold up. One sec. So
Go
you're
straight to your
claiming
question,
they're
bro.
not reliable because they were translated by Christian missionaries, or?
Yep.
And can you provide a source or cite that claim?
Sure. You look up letters written by Max Muller.
Okay, Max Muller.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. Yeah, Hinduism is not a religion. So proving something from the books is not. It's like if I tell you, okay, in Einstein's this book, there is a verse which says this, like,
Yeah.
and maybe it's sounding weird. Does that disprove science?
And can you repeat that question one more time? Sorry about that. The connection cut out.
See, I'm making a claim against science, right?
Yeah.
And then I pull up a book which is written by Einstein like 100 years ago, and I show you a verse which sounds kind of weird. Okay, and maybe it is weird. It is completely against science. Will that disprove all of science?
Not necessarily, but I don't see the correlation.
Yeah, this is exactly how Hinduism works. So
Alright,
even if
so
you do
I
bring up
don't
something like that, it doesn't change anything for Hinduism because it's not a religion.
So I don't see anything that said Max Muller. I don't.
See
I
what
looked at Max Muller, Hinduism Vedas.
No, I told you the Max Muller letters written by Max Muller.
Okay. Wait. Do you?
Wait, are you going to
normally-
do the research right now on live while
Yeah,
making me
I'm
wait?
looking it up, sir. Okay.
No,
do
go do your research and
think,
come back
or
later.
do you know that that's the only translation of the English version, or no?
It does not even matter, bro. You don't speak Sanskrit, so you don't have a point.
Well,
I already know
there's
this.
multiple
It's a waste of my
translations
time.
of every book. The Bible has multiple translations. The Quran has multiple translations. Every book does.
I don't even recommend Hindus to go and read the Vedas because it requires an extremely open mind to understand it.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I'm just saying that I can pull up another. There's a more reliable translation I could pull up that's in English.
Just make your case, bro, instead of talking about books. Because see, Hindus never called ourselves people of the book. Like if I show you something, one mistake in the Quran, your whole religion crumbles. But I just give you an example. Like modern science, even if you show something that kind of sounds weird, it does nothing to Hinduism. You have not proven anything. Because
Well,
Hinduism is actually science. It's not a man-made religion.
Host, you were claiming that you know, and it wasn't a belief, and that others can't believe. So
What do you mean?
look, what I'm providing is that there is a God, right? And I was getting onto my point that some believe there isn't a God. Belief, it's a belief, even if you are sure about that belief, it's still a belief. So we're going to be using that. And then there's other people.
You know what? One second.
Yeah,
I'm glad. Like you should have started like this. I'm going to prove God from my scripture. Okay, sure. Pull up the Sanskrit verse. Let me read it for you.
Okay, I'm going to finish my point. Then there's some who believe in God. So then I'm getting on my point. So some who don't believe
The
in
thing
God,
is,
and some who do.
when a Hindu uses the word God, right? He's just being benevolent to the cube and box worshippers, because
Okay,
the
sir,
word
let's
God
stick
is a
on
very
topic.
inferior.
Sir.
Yeah. Let me finish. The word God is a very inferior word compared to the superlative ideas of Hinduism. So when a Hindu uses the word God, he's actually trying to be nice and he's trying to extend an olive branch. Like,
All right,
okay,
well,
yeah, let's.
That okay.
Because that word God is a very inferior concept. It does not exist in Hinduism, but we are trying to like dumb down our ideas so that we can have a dialogue. But the word God itself, the way you describe it, the way Allah is described in the Quran, that is an absolutely fictional being. It doesn't exist.
Well, they're referred to gods. So whether you disagree with that, they're referred to gods. So
Refer to gods in what language exactly?
okay, sir, can
What
you
is the
let
word
me
for God in Sanskrit?
Okay, sir, can you let me speak, please?
No. What is the word for God in Sanskrit?
Alright, whatever. Verse. Well, you just said you didn't want to accept it because it's not a reliable translation. So.
No. We are talking about God right now. You should have come straight to it.
But you
Saying
said
like,
you
okay,
didn't
let's
accept it earlier, so why I can't use it, and then now I can, and then
like if you ask me what is the word for God in Arabic, I would say Allah. What is the word for God in Sanskrit, bro?
alright, so it's great. Sec.
Drummer, no, Ishvara doesn't fit God.
Alright, Vishnu.
Ishvara means the word Isha means life. Vara means
Yes.
like donation. So anything that is responsible for your life is basically Ishvara. So nature is Ishvara. Your parents are Ishvara. The principles of the universe are Ishvara. It doesn't fit God.
Alright.
Sorry, God.
Rigaveda 1.22.20. Sanskrit. And then
Bro, I just asked you the question, what is the word for God in Sanskrit?
and Rigaveda. Okay.
Are you like pretending not to hear me?
Well, sir, you're just running right now. So I'm trying to present
I
my
am
feelings, and then we're just running over.
Bro, my lives are all recorded. You can go watch it on YouTube.
Alright.
I literally asked you what is the word for God in Hinduism, and you are talking about Rig Veda. Like what?
Alright, excuse if I butcher the word, but translation, Gahachata. Meaning, definition, it means he, she, it goes, or simply go. That's the
Wait, what is the word? What is the word?
I forget my pronunciation. Yache Ate.
What?
They're not God.
Yeah, can you write it on the comment section?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
There we go. I posted it in the comments.
Gachati. Okay. Gachati doesn't mean God.
Hold it.
Wait, are you saying Gachati means God? It does not.
Okay, Krishna. Okay, Vishnu. Okay, wait, hold it.
Okay, you know what? Do your research and come back, bro. You're wasting my time.
No, you're kicking.
He's literally researching in front of me right now. What a waste. Exactly, Pixie. We are not even debating anything. He's just going everywhere.
Yo,
Little children, bro. His children will be Hindu, definitely. My boy, what's up?
yo, I'm good.
How old are you, bro?
I'm 16.
Too young, brother. Just ask your question and leave, yeah?
Okay. Why do Hindus have but 33 million gods?
What? I didn't get you.
So you said that Hinduism is the truth of come to Hinduism, but you cannot even name 10 gods
There is
of
no God, bro.
Hindus.
Zero God.
But you cannot name 10 gods right now.
Bro, there is no God. Zero God. There is no God.
But so what's the point of being Hindu?
It allows you to use your brain.
Okay. If I become Hindu, for
You can start
example,
using your brain.
bro.
If you become Hindu, you are allowed to use your brain.
Okay, so you're saying that people that are not Hindu are stupid?
Muslims and Christians, definitely.
How? Explain.
You know, they blindly believe the book. They don't use their brains.
In Hinduism, you guys have over 1 million gods.
I just told you there is no God, bro.
That makes no sense.
What do you mean? Have you seen a God, bro? When was the last time you talked to God?
What do you want about if I pray?
So you're basically talking to yourself. Did God talk back to you?
but God is everywhere. If you can see,
Is your God in my poop?
Jesus is my God.
You just said God is everywhere.
I did not say that.
You just said it, bro. The live
Did
is
I?
recorded. Yes.
Oh, my bad then. I meant, like, if
But
you
it's okay.
okay,
My poop doesn't smell that bad. Maybe, somebody else's poop. My poop is kind of okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming.
okay.
I mean, he's a child. I cannot be too nasty with him.
Hey,
But children make poop jokes, right? I think it should be okay. Hey, what's up?
so I got a question. So you were talking about like there is no God. What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean there is no God? Like, what if there was a God? Because you said that when you were talking to other dude, you said that you had to dumb it down. Like, the what created everything? Basically, what created everything?
Bro, decide your question, brother. You have like 300 questions. What is your question?
I'm asking, what if there is no creator? If there is no God, what created everything?
Let me not waste time. Let me ask you this question. Who created a God? Who created a God?
Who created a God?
Your
Well,
God. You
I'm not trying to
obviously
debate. I'm
created a
trying. I'm
God.
trying to see like what do you mean? Like I'm trying to see your point of view. Like because you said that there was no God, but you kind of implied there is, and that like it's just not the
No, no,
way
no,
that we
no,
see
no.
it.
I'm
I
not at
just want
all
to know
implying
what
there
do
is a
you
God.
mean by God? Like
Wait.
what is
When
a
did you
God?
see me implying there is a God? When did you see me implying there's a God?
Well, you were like saying that there was a God, but
No,
it
when
was
did I say
it
that?
was in different terms. Like you meant to say in a different way. Like it's not as they
Let
know
me
it.
make it absolutely clear, yeah? There is no God. It's very simple, it's very clear. The idea of God was created to control people. It doesn't exist. Pure fiction.
So how did anything make like that doesn't really make sense. I feel like there would have to be some sort of higher power that created things. Like even in
See, when
Hinduism,
you
like
when you say when you say something like there has to be, that is completely your opinion. It doesn't have anything to do with the truth.
well, what is the truth? I want to just know your definite like what is the truth to you
What is the truth about what exactly?
about the divine, like what created this, like what the point of this is, like you understand, like
No, bro, you should learn better ways of communicating. You can barely make a sentence. I have no idea what your question is. What is your question? Okay. You
यार
make me change
ठीक
into
है
what, bro?
इंडिया आई लव इंडिया ओ माय गॉड आई एम सो स्मार्ट आई एम इंडियन
Okay. Don't stop, bro. It is entertaining. Continue.
व्हाट इज माय प्रॉब्लम इंडिया इंडिया नंबर 1 welcome everyone to India channel where we tell everyone how to become Indian number 1 quality.
What? He left. Bro, such a weak mujahid. It was fun though. Hey, Kung Fu man, what's up? Your child is practicing Kung Fu? Hello. Mahmoud. Okay, Mahmoud doesn't want to come. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hola. What's up?
What's up?
It's all good, bro. How old are you? Speak, my child. Because he's child of God, I'm claiming to be God. Speak, my child. Okay, he doesn't want to speak. It's Jumma Jihadi.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Yes, I just have a question concerning about this Hinduism. So what do you mean is the truth, like based on what?
Do you know what Hinduism is?
No, I do not have a lot of information about it. I just wanted to know, like, to get more information on it.
Sure. Hinduism is not a religion. That is the first misconception. That's why you have this question. It's just ancient sciences. And science is the only way to come to the truth.
Okay. What makes it a truth that people should follow? What is
Did
what
you
is
just hear the
what
answer I
is
gave you?
yeah, I was asking like what makes it a truth that people should follow, and then what's guaranteed that if you follow Hinduism then you should be safe or guaranteed something.
Bro, I just gave you the answer. Can you repeat my answer back to me, please? Let me see if you're paying attention.
No, that's why I couldn't listen. Can you repeat it, please?
Okay.
You
Just pay
said
attention this time.
you said it was a modern religion, right? Say something about modern religion.
I told you it's not a religion.
Okay, what is it then?
It is science. It is ancient sciences.
Okay, so you believe in science?
Science is not a belief. Science is knowledge.
Okay, so if it's what makes it the truth that if it's science that people should follow it and look forward to it?
Science is the only way to come to the truth. All religions, right? Whatever religions you follow, it's all man-made. It is created to control people. There is no truth there. The only way you can come to the truth is through science. And Hinduism is science.
Because me, I'm a Christian and I'm a follower of Christ, and I just don't understand that.
Wait, are you a black person? Are you black, bro?
Yes, I was born in Africa.
Bro, Christians colonize your people. How are you following your colonizers' religion, brother?
Well, can you explain it? What do you mean? Because you
What
guys
do you
said that
think?
Christianity was in Africa before it reaches in Europe, so it's not like it's colonized. It's not like white people bring it.
So Jesus is a black man with curly hair.
No. Jesus was Jewish. Jesus was not even from Europe. He's from.
Why are you following a Jew guy, dude? Follow your ancestors.
Because Jesus is the truth. Because Hinduism, like, what do you guys practice?
No, wait, one second.
What do you
Can
guys?
you say Jesus is truth? What does that mean? What does it mean?
Is the only way to heaven. Is the only way to life.
How do you know heaven exists?
Because of the evidence. Okay, what
What
do
is
you
the evidence for
guys?
heaven?
Because what do you guys think? Like, right after you die.
No,
What do
wait,
you,
one second. What is the
what do
evidence for heaven?
Huh?
What is the evidence for heaven? You just said there's evidence.
Because the evidence is there's life after this one, after this life. So do you just think that after you just die and it's over and just stop there? What's the purpose of life if you just can just live here for a
Bro,
few
you
minutes?
just said you have evidence for heaven. What is the evidence for heaven?
The evidence for heaven, which means like after you die here, there's an afterlife. The afterlife, that is either you're gonna go to heaven or hell, depending on how you were living on earth. That's how I believe. So I wanted to ask again that what happened as you Sami's practice Hinduism. What's gonna happen
No,
after
you
you
didn't
die?
answer my question, bro. I asked you, what is the evidence for your heaven?
I just tell the evidence is that after you die, it's gonna be either hell or heaven based on
How do you know this?
religion.
How will you prove this?
Bro, you cannot prove a thing. How can you prove that I'm talking to you? You can't prove a thing. There has to be evidence. There's no proof.
Bro, my lives are recorded. I upload it on YouTube. You
But
can
that's
go
not
watch it again.
that's the evidence. That's not proving. How can you prove that I'm talking to you? That's the evidence.
All right, bro. Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah. You keep asking a question. How do I prove that you are talking like, bro? What?
All right. Let me present my claims, and then we'll have round. Okay. So I present mine, and then you present yours, and I don't interrupt you. Sound
I have
good?
no idea. What are you talking about?
I want to present my claims, and I
Claim over what?
uninterrupted.
Do you have? Are you here to ask a question or debate?
I'm here to answer. I'm here to ask some questions, but
Just ask your question. What are you going to present, bro? Just ask your question.
all right. I'd prefer if I wasn't interrupted. All right.
Okay, yeah, thank you for coming. Dude has an attitude.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you? What's up?
Good, good. Is Hinduism a religion?
I mean, you have been requesting for a while. You did not hear my answer to the other guy.
Nah, but like I'm on Google right now and it says it's a religion.
Sure, bro. So Google is a new prophet, huh? Prophet Google sallallahu alaihi wasallam la ilaha illallah Google Rasulallah.
So
Google
you don't
has
go
all the
against
answers.
the science of Google, right?
Yeah, no. You are the one, right? Google is all the answers, bro.
All
Google
right,
also
search up
tells
the
me
last
that
prophet in Islam.
if I Google which is the
Okay, go ahead. Google the last prophet in Islam.
no. I have some other question, bro. If I
All right, go
Google
ahead.
which religion is the most tea organizations in the world, what do you think will come up?
Wait, say that again.
The most tea organizations in the world, which religion?
I don't know. You tell me.
It showed me Islam, bro.
The most what is it? The what?
Tea organizations. Tea.
The
This one did not understand. इतना चूतिया से बात नहीं कर सकता मैं. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the tea organizations, obviously.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Right back at you. What's up?
Good evening, everyone else. I remember a few days, maybe weeks now back, you had the same this lady, and you explained that it's a focus point. I forgot her name. Shuit. Well, could you remind me, Shuit?
Sure.
The name of the lady in the we are looking at now on the line. She's Shuit. Sorry.
Durga.
Yeah. Durga, yeah. And you said it's a focus point that when you look at it, you get from it like you get confidence and you get something else. I remember. What was it?
Confidence and strength.
And strength. So therefore, this I don't know. Let's describe it as object that we are looking at. Has that attribute, correct?
That is one of the interpretations of that attribute. Yes.
Yes. Therefore, by having an attribute, does it make it not just a focus point? Does it not make it like it's an attribute? So therefore, it becomes like, does it become a god? That's my question. Or does it become something more than just?
Have you been to a museum, bro?
Sorry?
Have you been to a museum, like a painting art museum?
I haven't. No, I cannot. I have maybe. I cannot recall. I mean, yeah, but
Okay.
go ahead.
So, if you go to one of the art museums, right, you
Yes.
might see a very random, kind of a painting in front of you, and you have no idea what it is.
Yes.
But then the artist will come and tell you, okay, this represents my childhood traumas.
Correct.
Does that make that painting like a god of childhood traumas?
Yeah, but he's painting a picture of his life, whereas he's not expecting that painting to give anything to everyone. I.e., that painting, if I look at it, it's not going to give me. If you may let me finish, please. If you may let me finish, please. If I look at that painting, it's not going to give me trauma.
I don't like wasting my
Will it
time.
give me trauma?
I see already where you're going. I don't like wasting my time. So let me come straight to you. Nobody is expecting you to think that this is confidence and strength. You asked a question, I answered it. If you don't connect with it, cool. It's completely okay.
No, I'm not here to connect. I'm here to understand, brother. Don't get me wrong. I very much like if we stick with the example of the painting. The painting, when I look at it or anyone looks at it, they're not going to be. The painter hasn't done it in a way to get trauma of that child, of that person to him, is he? Like, if I look at that painting in the museum, am I going to get trauma or am I going to get that from the painting?
No, let me repeat myself.
Go ahead.
Nobody expects you to look at this picture and say it's confidence and strength. Nobody expects that. But if you look at it and say it's confidence and strength, then it becomes your Ishta Devta and you
Interpretation.
can convert it.
I see. And okay, and also the other thing I had, I remember we discussed about the Hindu numbers, which is definitely it's available on Google. It talks a lot about the Hindu numbers and the mathematics behind it, and how it got then it was brought by merchants into Europe and so forth, and how you mentioned how Hinduism brought a lot of science, and it's I remember you saying in our last conversation, or maybe when I was
Just come to
hearing
the
that
question,
it's like it's not a religion, it's like a science,
Just
it's a
come to the
science.
question. Like your question is smaller than your previously on our discussion. I don't care about previously on our discussion. Just come to
No,
the
I
question.
haven't asked my question yet. So you
Yeah,
mentioned
just
about
come
the
to the question. That's what I'm asking you. Come straight to the question.
yeah, okay. So I'm just trying to understand. In order for me to ask the question, I just need to refresh my memory. It's been a long time. So you mentioned that it's about science,
You can
isn't it?
go down, think about your memory, and just come up
I
and
am
straight
here
up
with you. So
ask
you
the
mentioned
question.
about science. So Google. You mentioned that it's like it's all about science and knowledge. Hinduism is about science and knowledge. Is Google like not something that has been made via science and technology?
Sure.
So therefore, when the previous person asked Google a question, is Google right or wrong?
Google does not always get you the right answer. You know this, right? You
But
know how
does that
Google
mean
works?
Hinduism is wrong because
No,
Google
no,
is
one second, one
based on?
second. No, one second. Do you know how Google works?
I'm not a technological person, but I'm just basing it on you saying that Hinduism is about
Very
science
clearly,
and
you're not.
knowledge.
Very clearly, you're not a technological person. So I would recommend you to avoid technological question because you'll not get it.
No,
Do you
no,
have any other question?
I'm not going technology. I'm just asking a simple question. Google is a very powerful technology that we have nowadays. Previously, you mentioned that Hinduism is all about science, etc., and technology. You were very keen on emphasizing technology and how our children will be Hindu because of that. Now,
Alhamdulillah.
so the brother or the
If you
person
bring these kind of arguments to your children, they'll definitely be Hindu, bro. They'll
no,
be
no,
like, my
I'm
father
not
did not
bringing them to
listen.
my children. I'm just requesting if you have any questions. I'm just asking questions and debating as you have asked us to, not to
Yeah.
ask my children. So I'm just asking, based on that, is Google, it's all science technology, which Hinduism is also based on, and
Bro,
Hinduism may
you're
have.
looking ridiculous right now. Just ask a decent question. Move on.
Yeah, so okay, so the decent question is Hinduism is a fan of science and technology. However, you dismissed the question, the what Google said previously by the previous participant in the debate.
What is your question, bro? Come to the question.
The question is why do you
See, this
dismiss
is why I was
certain?
not giving you any time because I know you're not going anywhere.
I'm asking you the question. Why do you dismiss certain things on Google and approve certain things?
So, will you accept everything in Google?
Sorry?
If I search something on Google, will you accept everything?
No, I'm referring to specifically the question that the previous participant asked, and then you followed it by what is the biggest tea organization in the world. If you actually look at statistics in history so far to date, you will see that the majority.
Bro, okay. Thank you for coming, dude. Stop. Thank you for wasting my time. Dude cannot stick to one point. Like now, suddenly he wants to discuss statistics about tea organizations. Like, bro, what?
Yo, hello.
Yeah, what's up?
So basically, so I believe, I think,
Don't tell me I can fly. I don't care about your beliefs, bro. You have any
no,
questions for me?
Listen, there's no need to be disrespectful, okay? There's no need for that. I don't know why you're going disrespectful right away. There's no need. My question is,
Read the background. Read the background. What is the last sentence?
I said there's no need to be disrespectful. I don't know
Read the
why you're
background for me. Read the background for me. What is the last sentence?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to my question, but you won't even let me answer if you're just gonna mock me.
Answer. I did not ask you any question, bro.
No, if you're gonna mock me, I can't ask my question. Okay?
Thank you for coming.
Dude, why you have to be so rude with all the other guys, man? If you are here to
What's up, bro?
explain
Do you have any
Hinduism, can
questions
you
for me?
just do it properly, bro?
I cannot hear you. Speak clearly.
What?
Do you have any questions for me, bro?
No, I am a Hinduism guy. I am a Hindu, but
You are a Hinduism.
the way you are responding to other guys
Wait, you are
is
a
very rude,
Hinduism. So
and
you
you
are an
don't even know
ideology.
what Hinduism is actually based on. I don't even know whether you know what Hinduism is or not. You're
No,
just
bro. I have no
telling
idea.
bullshit, saying Hinduism is science, but I don't even think that you know what's the basis of the Hinduism is. I want
No,
to
bro. I
ask
have no
you,
idea.
no, since
I
you
have
want to
no
talk
idea
about
because
Hinduism, I want
apparently
to
you are
ask you
supposed to
what
be
you think
Hinduism.
about, no, no, what you think about Hinduism. Since you are going around talking about Hinduism, I want to know what your thoughts of it, because I don't think you have the right knowledge on it also. Have you read the
Sure,
Vedas?
bro.
No. I don't think you have read all the four Vedas, or I don't think so you have read the Bhagavad Gita also. Tell me,
Mm-hmm.
what is your perception of
No, bro.
Hinduism?
I don't know what. I'm not Hinduism like you. You
Then
are
why the
Hinduism.
fuck
I'm
are
not
you talking
Hinduism.
about Hinduism when you don't even know any idea about Hinduism itself? If you read
Right?
about the Vedas, if you have read about the Vedas, the Rig
Mm-hmm.
Vedas, all the Vedas, and if you read about the Bhagavad Gita, then you have some
Mm-hmm.
knowledge about it. But you don't have any shit about it, and you want to talk about Hinduism. Why the fuck you want to talk about something that you have no knowledge of?
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
No, I am calm, brother.
Just because I'm letting
Okay,
you
you want
speak,
to
you
talk
keep
about
escalating.
Hinduism? No, no, you want to talk about Hinduism? Let me just tell you this one simple thing, okay?
भाग रहे से.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, bro? Okay, I just have one argument for this whole Hinduism thing. Is it okay if you hear me out?
Just ask your question, bro.
It's not a question; it's a statement. What makes a god for you? What makes a god?
Fiction.
Sorry,
Something that does not exist.
sorry. Could you say that again?
Like if I want to control people, I'll create an idea of God. It's
Okay,
fiction.
what do you think the attributes of God are then?
Fictional. You can create anything you want. What kind of God do you want? I'll create one right now.
Is that what you think?
I'll create one right now. What kind of God do you want? You want a very sexual God, a very masculine God, very misogynistic God? I can create one right now for you.
Okay, okay. What makes a god different from a human? Because we can make humans. So what makes a god different from a
Human beings
human?
are real, bro. They actually exist. God is fiction. It doesn't exist.
So your god doesn't exist.
No, and no God exists. Whatever God you believe, even that does not exist.
How can you? So how is Hinduism the truth?
Because we don't believe in nonsense like this.
But you believe in gods.
What did I just say about God?
So you're contradicting yourself.
What is happening today, chat? Can you help me? Like, did the IQ levels like go all the way down in the minus? It's under the ground right now. What is happening?
So who's Vishnu?
Oh yeah, thank you for coming, bro. Jesus. Or do I have like too much patience to just sit and listen to this nonsense? Okay, this person doesn't want to join. Okay, this guy keeps saying add me. Didn't I talk to this person before? Where's the actual debates? Exactly, yeah. I'm
Hello?
waiting for that. Didn't you come up earlier, bro?
Yes, I did it, but you let me go. I didn't even ask my questions.
Okay, you know what? Go straight to your question, yeah?
Okay. So my question is, what do you guys believe after we die? What's gonna happen after we die?
Does not matter. Hinduism tells you to focus on right now, this life. What comes after your death is not your problem because you cannot control it. You can control right now. So make the best out of your life right now.
Because I'm kind of curious. 'Cause if I follow, let's say I follow Hinduism, then I'm still curious that if I just die, I'm just gonna vanish. I have to know where I'm going. I can't just follow something and not know where I'm going. Now that's why I'm kind of curious.
Anyways, you cannot control what is going to happen after you die. There is no proof for that, right? So focus on right now. Live your life, bro.
So do you guys? So you guys don't believe in God? You guys pretty much just believe in yourself. That's pretty much it.
Wait, do you exist?
Yes, I do exist. So that's what I'm asking. Do you say that you don't believe in gods?
Bro, I do exist. I don't have to believe in myself. I do exist. And God is a fictional character. You have to believe in God because it does not exist. It's not in an experience.
So what should I believe in then?
No, if you pay attention to the word believe, right? If you look at the word believe, the word lie is right in the middle. So every time you believe something, you're lying to yourself.
So do you believe that you're going live?
I don't believe anything, bro. I just like knowing things. I don't care about belief.
So right now, as we're talking right now, you don't believe that we're talking is like it's a lie right now.
Bro, I know I'm talking to you. I don't have to believe it.
Because I'm kind of confused. So okay, so you say you don't believe in guys. You don't
Wait,
believe.
one second. I hope you're not a handicap, but let me ask you this question: do you believe you have two hands, or do you know you have two hands?
I believe I have two hands, and I know I have two hands.
No. There's only one option. You cannot do both.
Okay, I know that I have two hands, obviously, because it's physical. I can see my hands. I know that I have two hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you have to believe something that you are not sure of. If somebody comes and tells you, in Australia, there are people with kangaroo heads. You have never been to Australia, but you trust this person. So you have no option but to believe this person. But to know if people in Australia have kangaroo heads, you have to go there, travel by yourself, and look at it yourself. You see the difference?
Okay, but so I'm kind of confused. So if I become Hinduism, what should I start doing? What should I do? Do I just start like who do we pray to? What do you guys do? Because I have multiple questions. I want to understand this religion. You say it's not a religion.
Sure.
So
Yeah, it's not a religion. It is. See, if you want to become a scientist, how do you become a scientist?
By studying. You go study. You go.
There you go. That's exactly what Hindus
Yeah,
do.
but that's believing in something, right? I'm gonna believe on those books that I'm studying at. But you told me to not believe in anything.
Yeah. So when you study, are you believing it, or are you getting knowledge?
I'm believing the book because if I don't believe it, then I won't read it. So I have to believe in something.
One second. I'll give you a clear definition. Yeah. A scientific textbook will tell you gravity exists. Okay. And you can throw a ball up in the air. It will come crashing down, and it is proven to you. You can see. Okay, this is gravity, right?
Okay. So, bro, do you? So currently, as we're talking right now.
Let me finish. The gravity is proven now, right? You know exactly how to check gravity, right?
Okay, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So now your Bible tells you there is a hell or a heaven. How will you prove that?
Because so basically, I don't know if you want me to give you the whole context, the whole everything. I know you probably won't have time for that.
Bro, I just gave you an example. If scientific textbook tells you about gravity, it can prove it. When a Bible or a Quran talks about heaven and hell, it cannot prove it. You have to believe it. So what you're getting from the scientific textbook is knowledge. What you're getting from your Bible or Quran is belief. I trust knowledge. I don't care about beliefs. Do you see the difference?
But okay, what kind of knowledge like the Indian people trust?
Plenty of knowledge. Like pretty much all the modern sciences comes from Hinduism.
Because if for me to trust something, I have to believe in it. I can't trust if let's say if I can't trust my dad if I don't believe in my dad. Because I'm just trying to.
What I just told you. One second.
It feels like you contradict yourself. Huh?
Can you repeat what I just told you? Because you're not even paying attention to what I'm saying.
I pay attention to what you're trying to say, and that's the reason why I'm asking you.
Bro, I just said something. Repeat it for me. So I want to know if you're paying attention.
I'm paying attention, and that's why I'm following up with the question.
No, repeat it for me. If you're paying attention, you can repeat it, right? Repeat what I just told you.
Well, I can't. I forgot what you said because you said a lot of things.
All right, bro. This is why I removed you last time. You're not paying attention. You just want to say what you want to say.
Okay,
It's not a
okay,
conversation.
okay. Repeat what you just said, because I was a little
No,
bit
no, 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 no.
distracted.
I cannot keep repeating. What's your name? Guy Tamba, right? So I upload all my lives on YouTube. You can go and watch it there. Yeah. Thank you for
Okay, can
coming.
I ask you one last question?
And please don't request again. Waste of time.
A question. How
Sure,
many
brother.
gods do you have?
No gods. Zero gods.
Hi. Do you hear me?
No, your internet is kind of crying. I see
Oh,
only
okay,
one
yeah,
dot.
yeah. No, my bad. How many gods do you have?
Zero. There is no god.
So, what is Hinduism?
It's ancient sciences.
What?
Yeah, it's
So,
ancient sciences. This is how the
so
world did science
ancient
back in the day.
science? It's ancient.
Sciences, yes. Yes, ancient sciences. Sure.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Bash, why do you keep doing that, bro? Add me, bro. I just accepted you. You didn't want to come up.
Hello, bro.
What's up?
Bro, what are cows to you in Hinduism?
All animals are cool. So we like all animals, not just cows.
Why don't you eat cows? Why do you
Bro, I can
don't eat?
promise you the amount of cow that I've eaten you cannot afford in your life.
Sir, so in Hinduism, people don't eat cows. Why don't they eat cows?
Actually, in Hinduism, you're recommended to be a vegetarian. It's not just the cow thing.
So why is it not allowed to kill cows in India?
In India? Which part?
Overall, we aren't allowed to kill cows.
First of all, don't use the K word. TikTok doesn't like it. Also, there are plenty of places in India where you can actually eat cows.
So, what is the definition of God to you? Are there any gods in Hinduism?
No, there is no God.
So, what is your belief like? What makes you a Hindu?
Seeking knowledge. If you're a genuine seeker of knowledge, you're a Hindu.
So, you can also be a scientist. It's not important to be a Hindu if you're seeking knowledge.
No, I completely agree. If a random scientist in the middle of Bosnia genuinely inquiring what is life, he's a Hindu.
So, what is Krishna?
Krishna is one of our ancestors. If you're from India, you should know. He's your ancestor, bro.
No, I'm not Indian. I'm just asking you. Like, people say he's
So you're
God.
Pakistani?
Then, like, yeah, I'm Pakistani. So, like, for
Yeah, same
example,
thing, bro. Same
what?
thing. Indian, Pakistani. We have the same
Yeah.
DNA.
So, bro, here I have heard there are many gods in Hinduism, like millions of gods. People worship them. There are many statues and everything.
Sure, you heard a lot of things.
Why,
One
so
is
why do you have statues if you don't believe they're gods? People worship them and people ask them for stuff.
no. Statue is the Kaaba is a statue. Hinduism does not have statues.
No. Kaaba is just a sign of God, not a statue.
So you can like make your logic like that. But when you see Hindus do something, you just these people are worshipping them.
No, we don't make statues and say that it is God. We say that
Yeah,
it
you
is a
just have one
creation of
statue.
God.
You're not even creative. You have a box.
No, we don't have a box. It's just
I think Hindus
a
are creative.
build.
You know, we make some cool stuff. You
Bro,
guys
it's
have a
a
box, bro. Come on, be more creative than that.
bro, it's a building and it just has a black stone that we believe that the black stone is not from earth and it is just a sign from God. We believe it has no power or anything. We just believe
What
it's
do
a
you
sign
mean?
of God.
The Quran says at the day of judgment, this stone will have eyes and ears.
No.
It will defend you
Where
in
does
front
it
of
say?
Allah.
Please tell me where does it say that? There's
Wait,
nothing.
Hajar al-Aswad will not grow eyes and ears? Are you seriously telling me this?
What?
Hajar al-Aswad will not grow eyes and ears?
Please give me proof for that. No. Give me any reference for that.
Wait, if you don't know, I cannot teach you this, bro.
No,
Jami
I
al
know,
Tirmidhi
I know this.
961, the book on Hajj. The Messenger of Allah said about the black stone, by Allah, Allah will raise it on the day of resurrection with two
No,
eyes by which it sees and a tongue that it speaks,
bro,
testifying to his word as in truth.
bro, there are many ahadiths which say that the stone has no power, but what Allah has given it.
Whatever it is, it's not a stone anymore. It is going to grow eyes and ears.
No, it is not going to grow eyes and tears, bro.
Okay, bro. Looks like you are the new prophet.
No, bro. Only the Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet.
The Prophet Muhammad himself said this. It's in the hadith.
So what did he say?
He said that it's going to grow eyes and ears.
Bro, I'll search up the reference you gave me and then I'll let you know. But the black stone and Kaaba are two separate things, you know.
Like for example, in a Hindu temple, we go around the Murti 7 times. Why are you guys doing it around the Kaaba then?
Because because the black stone is a sign of Kaaba, and it is the black stone is a sign. It is a sign of Allah. It is not Allah. It is a sign of Allah.
Why are you going around the Kaaba 7 times? It's a Hindu
Because
practice.
it's not a Hindu practice, bro.
It is absolutely a Hindu practice. Do you know what it is? I know the entire science behind why we do this. Why do you guys do it?
We do it because it is ordered to us to do it.
Yeah, bro. Nice. Like, it's not even idol worship. It's just blind idol worship. What do you guys have?
Bro, forget about Islam. Just tell me why you guys don't eat any cow.
Okay, bro. Thank you for coming. Yeah, going back to straight to the first question. The obsession with cows is just crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Cow, 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 cow. Everything comes with cow. Let's talk about camels for a second. Why cow all the time? What's up?
What's up? So I was just hearing that conversation that he was having, and I'll answer the question. The cow represents the mother,
Do you
provides
have any
milk.
questions for me? That conversation for him
Oh no,
was for him.
because
It's not for you.
also one question is why are you like disrespecting other religions? Our religion's not meant to be like pushed or anything. It's you go to the religion. You go to God. You don't force it on anyone.
Sure, okay. Do you have any questions for me, bro?
Yeah, I'm saying why are you like what's called disrespecting other religions?
Because religions are just ideas. All ideas need to be criticized so that better ideas can take its place.
So if someone criticizes our religion, what then what? Well, what do you say?
Are you Hindu?
Yes, but like I'm just asking, do you get mad whenever
But
someone
if you read the Quran, right? If you read the Quran, more than 40% of the Quran is criticizing Hinduism. Their
how do you,
books actually have hate inbuilt in them.
well, I haven't
If you
read
read the
Quran.
Bible, it's continuously shit talking the idolaters, polytheists, and all that.
Well, I haven't read any of those ones.
Yeah, so don't talk about something that you don't know, bro. I'm just giving back their own flavor.
Yeah,
But the
but
thing is, whenever I say something, right, I can prove it. I can show it from their own books. But when they come up with the whole cow piss, cow urine drink, they cannot show it to us. There is no proof behind it. They
but
saw some random video online and they just run with it.
he was asking you a question like, why don't we eat it?
I did answer the question. When did
No,
you
you
come
did.
up?
You just changed the subject.
Bro, I am live for almost 2 hours now. I answered that question like 20 times before.
Okay, well, he probably
When
just
did
joined.
you
I
see the
wanted
whole
to
two
know.
hours? Did you see the whole 2 hours?
No,
So why do you judge something like it came 2 minutes ago and you're already judging? Is
that's
that a
not.
Hindu thing to do?
No, that's not. But I'm just saying, why are you
Yeah. Do
judging
you have
other
any
people? Then
question?
why
Go
are
straight to
you?
your question, bro.
Wait, you're asking me why am I judging you? Then why are you judging others?
Yeah, fuck off.
All right, nigga.
I'm not judging any person. I'm just judging their shitty religion.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good, thank. Yeah, nothing much. How are you?
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, I am a Muslim. I just wanted to have a conversation with you.
Sure, bro. But stick to questions or stick to debate. Which one do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll stick to questions.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so like Hinduism is paganism. You worship 2 billion gods, right?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you worship?
I don't worship anything. The idea of worship is absolutely stupid.
Pardon?
The idea of worshipping something is absolutely stupid. Nothing deserves your worship.
So what do you believe?
I don't believe anything. I like knowing things. Hinduism is a system of knowledge. It's not a belief system.
Yes, but you believe in Krishna, Shiva.
What?
So what about Krishna and Shiva?
Why are you vomiting, bro? Just speak normally.
No, man, it's my Arab accent.
But you're obviously not saying something Arabic, right? You're using an Hindu word.
Okay, yeah, true. So sorry if I mispronounce it. Shiva and Krishna.
Bro, where are you from exactly?
Saudi Arabia.
But how are you not able to say Krishna?
Krishna.
So, okay, Krishna is one of our ancestors. And Shiva literally means everything that you cannot perceive with your five senses. That is Shiva.
Okay, so what makes you not want to be Muslim?
I like using my brain, bro.
Yeah, Islam makes the most sense.
Like, seriously, the fact that you have to come to a Hindu live and talk about Islam, it tells me that you are very insecure about Islam. Like, have you ever seen Hindus come to a Islamic live and talking about
Yes.
Hinduism?
Yes.
You have seen Hindus come to an Islamic live and trying to
Yes.
make it about Hinduism.
Yes.
Prove it to me.
I've had a person come to one of my lives and he was trying to talk about Hinduism, but I kicked him.
Impossible. We don't do those things. You're
Well,
lying to me
many
right now.
people did.
What is it?
But look,
Tauriya, Kitman, Takiya? Which lie are you telling me?
no, man. Everybody in the chat, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
I have to cleanse everything now. Disgusting. Dude wanted to do some Arabic black magic at us. I caught his lie. He went straight to Arabic black magic. I have to do some cleansing now. Don't worry. We have cleansing methods here.
Om Hu Akbar, Om Hu Akbar. Om Hu Akbar, Om Hu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الأم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الأم أشهد أن من رسول الأم أشهد أن من رسول الأم حي على Sri Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
حي على Sri Krishna حي على Shri Ram
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram.
حي على Shri Ram Om Hu Akbar, Om Hu Akbar. La ilaha illa al-Om.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Mashallah, mashallah. See, your children are going to be playing this adhan, so catch up already. Because Hinduism is the truth. Your children are going to be Hindu. So yeah, instead of wasting this opportunity to actually learn and understand what your children are going to do, you're just trying to be what do you call it? Troll. Oh, this is like a horror movie or something. Slowly opening doors and stuff. Is he trying to radiate me or something? Arey. Again with Arabic black magic nonsense. Yeah, what's
Hello.
up? Hello.
Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. Fuck you and fuck Hindus.
Are you proud
La
of this
ilaha
behavior?
illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu
Are you
ta'ala
proud of this
Muhammad
behavior, bro?
sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. Islam is
Ali,
the true
Ali,
religion.
Ali, Ali,
Judaism
Ali,
and
Ali.
Hindus.
Are you vomiting, brother? Did you eat properly? Ali, Ali, Ali. I don't know what he ate for dinner.
Wait. Then you could have gone down. So, but it's because we start speaking and, we told
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, bro, I saw this thing, but personally, after researching Hindus,
Bugger is that? I don't care about what you saw. Ali Wasallam. Ali. Okay, this guy's decent.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, bro.
So, like chai, tea, and ginger and pepper and stuff are all from India. Do you know any other such powerful plants or stuff that we can try from
Sure. You should start with ashwagandha. It's extremely powerful. It makes you calm. It increases your testosterone. It actually balances your hormones. Ashwagandha.
It's like a tea. You take it like tea, or you drink
No,
it?
ashwagandha generally you get like Ayurvedic pills, or you can also just consume the root directly.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Thank you for coming. But I think Mihar thinks I represent all of India and every Indian culture. He asked like everything about India. Hey, what's up?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good, bro. What's up?
I just had a question about I know in Hinduism, I forget the term, but like you guys like worship, I forget the term for it, but it's like worshiping like the god, like the mother of all cows. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. We
No?
don't worship anything, bro. The idea of worship is not a very Hindu idea. It's a Western idea.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
the
No, I
thing
was
was
just
imposed onto us through language, but Hindus themselves, we don't worship anything.
okay. I just wanted to come in and learn, right? So, do you know what I'm talking about though? Like the mother of all cows? Do you know like the name I'm talking about?
I mean, wait. I know there is a concept like this. Kamdhenu? Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Yes. That's it.
So, Kamdhenu is not the mother of all cows. She represents the collective. Okay, you know what? This species.
Hmm. Okay. So
It's a
in regards,
representation of it's a representation of the fact that cows are so important to our culture as an agrarian culture.
right?
So that it's the representation of that importance.
Because I know that
It's not the mother of all cows.
a lot of Indians, they're majoritively Hindu, and a lot of Hindus tend to be more
I wish this was
vegetarian,
true. I
right?
wish this was true. Hindus have never bothered to understand what Hinduism is, so I would not even call them Hindus. But
I
on
just,
paper, yeah, sure, they're Hindus.
I understand, but Modi is trying to make India a Hindu state, right? So because
I
it is,
wish. What
Because
about him makes it look like that? Since he came into power, the expenditure for minorities went through the roof. The amount of features, facilities, and reservations he's given to the minorities, which basically is not even minorities. Like in the Islamic population, they were so powerful they could carve out two different nations. So there's nothing minority about them. But the Modi keeps like trying to satisfy them. Like I wish he actually took steps to make it a Hindu country. I wish, but
Okay,
it's not
but
going to happen.
besides that fact, though, what I was just trying to say is like a lot of people there are vegetarian, right? And like you're saying, like
Used to
the
be.
cow was very
Like
important
50
in
years
like
ago,
your
it
culture.
used to be like that. 50 years ago, it used to be like that, but now it's not.
Okay, I just know, I'm just saying that like there's a lot of people that are vegetarian. I don't know the numbers, but my point is with Hinduism and coming with like worshiping, like not worshiping, sorry, but like respecting the cow as like a part of your culture, and like taking the milk is a very, would you say is like a very important aspect of respecting the animal? And like, would you say it's like a very important aspect of it all?
Not at all, actually. We could completely overlook the whole thing. If you're an agrarian person and if cow is one of the means of your children getting nutrition, then you will find it important. But if that is not the case for you, you'll just live your life. You won't find it like
I
too
understand.
important.
So do you find that like a lot of people that are practicing Hindus, do you feel like they're contradicting the fact that they kind of like abuse cows to get the milk from them?
See, Hinduism is first of all not a religion. There are no set rules of this is how you should be behaving and everything. Yeah, it doesn't exist. But humanitarian wise, the fact that cows are abused, I don't like it. No.
You don't
I would
like it?
actually recommend people to just become vegan or make sure that your milk is coming from a good source.
I respect that. I respect that opinion. That's kind of where I was going because I know a lot of
This
Indians,
is
they
one of the
respect.
reasons, bro.
What's
This
that,
is one of
sorry?
the reasons why ghee. You know what ghee is, right?
I know what ghee
Clarified
is, yeah.
butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why ghee was pretty much like an extremely rare commodity and an extremely valuable commodity because the cow, after feeding its own cubs, right, whatever was left extra, only that was taken from the cow. So from that, taking out ghee is like, it's a very rare thing, right? So ghee was actually very important and very valuable in the Indian culture. It tells you
Yeah.
that, we are not going around like impregnating cows forcefully and like making it like a milk source. That is not the part of culture at all. So
Well,
from
that's the,
that perspective, you're
yeah.
absolutely right. We should not be doing this.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just from my research, from what I've seen in India, a lot of people don't know where the milk is coming from. They usually think it's coming from like a good source, where in reality it comes from a source where they actually tend to abuse the cows, and they don't want to abuse the cows because it doesn't agree with their morals, right? And I find
But here's the thing though. Compared, like if you look at the ratio of the abuse and everything, it's actually not that high in India. Like I've actually personally visited a lot of gaushalas in India, especially places where they actually milk the cows and everything.
Yeah.
Most of them are actually very well maintained. The cows are
Yeah.
basically family. But the
I just
forceful
yeah.
impregnation, still, I don't agree with it.
I just follow a guy on YouTube, and he's been to over 100 dairy farms in India, and I followed his research pretty well, and I found it really interesting. So I just wanted to kind of pass it up and ask you because you're promoting Hinduism, and I just wanted to kind of ask you that general question. But
No, I agree with what you're saying, and I would also take a stance that the misuse of cows, wherever it's happening, it's absolutely, it should be stopped, first of all.
Yeah.
Because misuse cow and even if you're a very selfish person, a cow that is misused, pumped up with hormones and like forcefully impregnated, that milk is not even good for you.
I agree.
Because generally what happens is like, because the cow is part of the family, right? The Kamdhenu and whatnot, and because she's so venerated, the cow pretty much can get the emotion of the person who's like kind of asking for milk. So because you venerate them, treat them like the mother, the cow is basically giving you the milk as if it's giving it to its own child. The quality of that milk is completely different compared to the mass production that we have right now. So
Yeah.
even if you think about your health, right, very selfishly, this way of taking milk is it's actually harmful for you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But like, no, thanks for giving me your opinion. I won't take up too much more of your time, okay? But you take care and have a good night, eh?
You too, bro. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, peace, peace.
Thank you. Like whenever I sourced milk, right, I actually went to the local stable, looked at the facilities and whatnot, and then I got it. But then still, the impregnation that happens, it's absolutely forced. The cow doesn't want to get pregnant, Yani.
Hello?
What's up?
Hey, you worship a fucking cow, you fucking retard. I'm back. You worship fucking cows. You're fucking autistic. You're a stupid Indian. Go get me a fucking Slurpee. Hey, where's my Slurpee at? You're fucking stupid. You worship a fucking cow.
I mean, his father probably works for my company. If I knew exactly who he was, I'd like go smack around his father for producing this
Hello?
stupid child. Hello. What's
Hello,
up?
can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. I can hear
Hello?
you, but I can see that your internet is not very good.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you need to go to a place where you have better connection.
Sorry, I just have one question. Why
Mhm.
Hindu and Muslim can't marry each other?
From the Hindu perspective, we don't have any restrictions like that. But in Islam, you cannot marry a non-Muslim.
Like, why can Muslim marry like Hindu people? Why can't they marry?
Because in Islam, there is no rule like that. In Islam, if you marry a polytheist, you have to first convert him or her. Other than you cannot marry.
But you can marry Hindu, right? If you want to.
A Hindu can do whatever he feels like. Hinduism does not have rules like this.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate.
No problem.
Bye bye.
Yeah, Faiza, I know about Islam better than you. I can promise you I know better than you because you said such a stupid statement. I don't know shit because I'm not studying shit. Mariam, what's up? Is she speaking? Am I the one only not hearing her? Hello, what's up? Silence jihad. Let's go up and waste time by not speaking.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, brother. What's up?
All good. How are you?
Good. Good. Hey, I just had a quick question. What's your daily routine like? Because like I said, I'm pretty interested in this Hinduism. I've been practicing it for the last couple of years, but I just wanted to know what is your daily routine like as soon as you wake up, like that has to do with this Hinduism.
My routine is kind of weird. I'm not even sure, like, people would want to follow it. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning for Brahma Muhurta. That's when I meditate. And my meditation has no timing. Like, some days it's only 5 minutes. Some days it can go up to 4 hours.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
but the good thing is because I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, even if I do the 4-hour meditation, it's only 8:30. I'm still good for the day.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, and for you to get into this meditation state where hours go by, is there a technique that you use that works well?
For a beginner, I would recommend Vipassana. But if you want an advanced technique, the Shambhavi Mahamudra is amazing.
Okay. What do you think of a Kundalini awakening and trying to practice that?
See, ideally, you should not be focusing on Kundalini at all because, for that you have to do the Kriya Yoga.
Okay.
See, no matter what kind of meditation you are practicing, right? Kundalini is like a side effect. It's going to be awakened anyways. Like my
Okay.
Kundalini got awakened through Vipassana meditation. It has
Okay.
it has nothing to do with Kundalini, right? But still, as a side effect, the Kundalini got awakened. So
Okay. Okay. So it's a
focusing on
thing
the
that just
Kundalini
happens
is
on its
good.
own.
It does happen on its own. But
Okay.
say you're really stuck in your meditation, yeah? Like something is not working at all.
I feel like
Then
I'm
you
not.
can go to the
breaking through. There are times where I feel like I'm there, but then somehow or another it just kind of feels like, that I have to start all over and get back to that state.
I think like if you have a daily discipline where you do not miss your timings and everything, then you will never regress. You will always only progress forward.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if there was any sort of techniques or whatever in order to just kind of tune out everything and just let the hours pass and just go within.
But I tried like so much shit throughout my life, like to finally figure out the one basic set of things that work for me. So
Okay.
it's a process of trial and error, right? Like every technique will work for you eventually. We don't know exactly how and how long it will take, but the better option would be to try a lot of different techniques,
Correct.
because one of the techniques might be faster for you.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, because it's like I said, the more you get into it, the more you just your eyes open up to so much potential out there, that you can tap into, and I want to be part of that.
Absolutely agree, bro. I
So-
absolutely agree.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much.
No problem, brother.
Take care.
Like you can try all the techniques in the world, but discipline trumps everything. Hey, bro, what's up? Ram Ram.
Ram, brother. I finally got done with what I was doing. I didn't expect to see you on this late.
Oh yeah. I am home alone, so I was like, you know what? Knock myself out.
Okay.
There's
cool.
nobody to like put a this thing limit on me.
You got a big crowd today.
I think they came out of their Friday prayers suddenly and shared it with each other.
Oh man. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I hope I get an answer. I hope I get an answer here within a day or two. I think it said 72 hours would be the max. So
Oh, okay.
Fingers
For the thing you
crossed.
sent me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't check your messages yet. Let me go through it later. Yeah.
Oh no, it's okay. I just needed some information that I needed to put down as a reference before I got approved. So I asked Jeannie. He helped me out. So
Okay.
all right.
User.1, what's up?
What are you talking about? Why you're chatting very shit? What do you mean Hinduism is true to come to Hinduism? Why you talking shit? Learn your fucking accent first and then talk your shit. Let your shit accent come
Hey,
to
look,
Hinduism.
another
What are you
racist
talking about?
Muslim.
First of all,
Look at
Islam is
that.
the only religion out there.
Another
It's the
racist
actual
Muslim.
religion.
What do you know?
Islam and Muslim people are the only ones that actually believe
Another
in Allah
racist
subhanahu wa
Muslim. What do
ta'ala,
you
okay?
know?
Don't sit there and talk your shit, okay?
Every
Don't
day, you
sit
guys.
there
You
and
guys
talk
never
your shit.
stop.
You eat your shit. Okay,
Go
dokes?
back to your mosque. You didn't learn something from your
I will go
Rasul. Go
back to my
back.
mosque.
Go back.
Alhamdulillah, I'll go
Go
back
get
to my
that
mosque.
madrasa education. Go back,
You guys are
Chutia. Get out of
chatting your
here.
shit. You can't see your
I
own
can't
God. You
disconnect this
can't see your
fool. If
Rob.
you want to
It's
disconnect
Islam
her, you
all
can.
the way.
I want to talk to her.
Muslim
So
She's
all
coming and
the
exposing her shitty religion. This is beautiful. I don't have to do
What are you
anything.
talking about? Your shit accent. Fix your shit accent first.
User.1, if
Use
your
it that
children
one.
listen to the way.
What?
Okay, yeah, you're not here to.
Okay, go
She's
on.
not even going to
go
let me
go
speak.
circle
And
the
that's the
box. Go circle the box till you puke. That's what you do. Go ahead.
No, I
Go
mean,
do it.
think about this. Yeah, growing up, you have this as your mom. Like, bro, either I'll have like mental issues or something, or I'll run away. You imagine this being your mom. This is why your children are going to be Hindu. Chutiya ladki. Chutiya aurat. By the way, the word aurat is actually a very disgusting word. That language is disgusting. Purely misogyny.
Yeah, go circle
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yo, listen to me 5 minutes. Listen to me,
Black
yo,
magic.
I'm not here to.
Arabic black magic. Arabic black magic नहीं चाहिए.
Go circle
नहीं
the
चाहिए
box.
जी. रखो अपने पास रखो. Keep it with you.
Oh yes, my friend.
Hey, box boy, what's up?
Oh yes.
Hey, box boy, what's up?
What is up with you, my friend?
What's up? Hey, how's that Jack in the Box doing, dude? You gonna circle it until you puke?
Oh man, you are so funny, you
Hey,
fucking funny butcher.
go worship the box god. Hey, look at the box god. That's what you
Oh,
get.
shut up.
He's so stupid, dude.
Go get back to
Your religion is ridiculous.
cow pissing.
The moon never split.
Get back to drinking cow piss.
Mountains were not pegged
Get
down.
back to drinking cow piss. Get
Babies
back
are
to
not from the
drinking
back of a
cow
woman's
piss.
rib.
Get back to drinking cow piss.
Dogs are very
Get
nice.
back to
Dogs are
drinking cow piss.
beautiful. I love dogs. You should love dogs too. They help people with
What is,
PTSD.
bro?
Don't be afraid of dogs.
But you know what's actually surprising here? Their Muslim brothers and sisters, they actually think these people did something. They take pride in it.
They're making themselves look really ridiculous right now. Their religion is so toxic and disgusting. It makes me want to puke every time I hear them. I'm starting to get like Bobcat now.
What? Bobcat was cool since day one, bro.
No, I mean, like, I'm starting to get aggressive like her, though. That's what I mean. But I'm on my troll account, so I don't care. I don't care.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
How are you all doing tonight?
You're doing great, brother. How are you?
Good night.
What's up, buddy? How are
Good
you?
night. I'm cool. How are you all doing tonight?
You have an internet problem, brother. Just
No,
solve
it's
it
not.
and come back, yeah? Did we talk to this guy?
I don't know. Hello. I don't know. Hello.
How's it, guys? How are you doing?
Oh, wow. I'm not a big
There's a
echo.
lot of echo from your side, bro. Solve it and come back.
Is everyone that's coming up here from Pakistan? What's going on?
No, I think maybe they're on the same vicinity, I guess. Because so many times I heard like people in the background when they're talking.
I was Hindu, now I'm Muslim.
No, you weren't.
Okay, I did not ask you. Sure. What is your question?
Explain me your religion. Because I did go back from you.
What?
I did leave your religion to Islam.
Bro, you're not making any sense.
Your religion is not the truth. It makes no sense.
Hinduism is not a religion, bro. All religions are fake. All religions are man-made. No religion is true.
So you say you have no God.
What is
This
it?
makes sense. Your religion just makes sense, man. Good night.
Bro, your voice is all garbled. I can barely understand what you're saying. क्या बोल रहा था वो?
He's dizzy from the box.
हेलो हाँ धर्मा धर्मा हम फिर आया तुम दोनों की गांड मारेगा सालो हम तुम दोनों की गांड
अरे तू तो
मच्छी
बच्चाबाज है ना भोसड़ी वाले
मच्छी
बच्चाबाज
मच्छी
है तू।
खा के तुम्हारी गांड मारेगा मच्छी
अरे
खा के
बच्चाबाज
हम मच्छी खाएगा फिर तेरी गांड
गांडू
मारेगा
पठान गंडवा
हाँ
पठान भोसड़ी वाला
खुदा
बस मार बच्चों
खुदा
No more butcherbazi for you.
गंडवा पठान you know in UAE like I'm trying not to reveal too much of my location but all the Pathans are basically menial laborers they're called hamals.
Hello?
Okay. What's up?
I've got a question. How do you think, like, what makes you think that Hinduism is the true religion?
The fact that it's not a religion.
Sorry?
The fact that it's not a religion makes it actually the truth because all religions are fake.
Okay, so how does your God identify? Like, who do you worship?
How does my God identify?
No, I mean, like, who do you worship? Like,
There is no God, bro. There is no God.
Okay, so you believe in a religion, but there's no God.
No.
I started by telling you it's not a religion.
Okay, so what do you believe in then?
I don't get it. How do these people function in real world? Like, half of them don't even get anything that I'm saying.
Please just can you just please listen? It's not a religion. We don't believe in anything. There is no God. Remember those three things before you ask your next question.
So you're an atheist.
Yes.
And what about the other guy?
Yes.
Okay, but why are you mocking Islam? Why are you mocking Islam though? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Bro, I only mock Islam when people come up here and are racists. That's the only time I do it. If you're normal to me and you talk to me like a person, I'll talk to you like a person.
Yeah, but just because one Muslim comes, you can't mock a whole religion just because a few people were like racist or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Well, but when they start saying like things like when they start saying racist things against Hindus and they start unaliving Hindus, like for say in Bangladesh, like what's going on, it's actually a problem and it needs to be addressed. So I'm going to counter it, of course.
Okay, but I don't call like every Indian a rapist just because some Indians have raped people.
Dude,
do you know what I mean?
you can't say that word on here. You can't say that word. Please don't say that word.
Oh shit! Will I get banned from TikTok?
No, the live will get shut down. So don't do it.
Oh shit! I didn't know. My bad. But like you get my point, right? Like I don't go and call every Indian that word. Just because...
but it's not an Indian problem, right? Those things like that word that you said happens all over the world. It's not an Indian problem.
Yeah, but
so
it's the most common in India.
No, it's not, dude. Listen, anyone that's listening to this right now, and yourself included, Google per capita the amount of rapes that happen in the world, and India is in the bottom percentile of all the countries. So per capita, you're absolutely wrong.
Okay, maybe that's true, but at least in India it's more normalized because when they get caught in India, they only go to jail for a few months. Some of them don't even go to jail.
But 70% of these occurrences that happen in India are from Muslims.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
It
not.
absolutely
That's what the news show you. That's what the news show you.
Oh, so it's fake news? The news is lying to me?
Yeah, not all of them. Some of them, yes.
One second. Z, do you live in India?
No, I don't live in India. No.
So where do you get your source from, if not the news?
Online.
What?
Online, like people talk like it's the truth. The truth.
So you don't trust the news, you trust people talking.
What did you say? Sorry, you cut out. Can you repeat that again?
You know what? Next time when you come up and make these statements, can you show me some statistics?
It's all over the news, not just like it's all over the news. Like go online, search up.
Just now you said you don't trust news. Now you're saying it's all over the news.
Yeah,
make up your mind,
news,
bro.
yeah.
Abe auntie, make up your mind. He's like, do you trust the news or not?
No, not all of it. No.
Oh, this is the Red Bull guy, the one that chugs like 3 Red Bulls and then gets on here.
Who?
I remember you.
Wait, who's the Red Bull guy?
Oh, maybe it's not you. Soul said you were the Red Bull guy. I thought you were. Maybe you're not. All right.
No, I don't know who that is. But anyway, what was I saying?
Y'all start to sound the same after a while. Like you guys are amped up or something. I don't know what happened.
No, not really, but it's just like the fact that both of you are so disrespectful to Muslims when like okay, let's say for example, right? Just because some Muslims are not nice or they're like aggressive, whatever, it doesn't make Islam aggressive. Islam is the best religion because Islam teaches you to love and to take care. But
Well,
Muslims
then how
are
come
doing bad things.
how come the majority of them that come up here don't act like that? That they don't behave that way? Why? Are you saying that 95% of the Muslims don't represent Islam? Is that what you're teling me? And only 5%
No, but
represent
they
it?
don't fully follow it. And I'm not saying all of them don't, but let's say, for example, in Islam, right, in the book, it teaches you, I'll give you, for example, right, if a white person was a Muslim, I'd say they're more kind than someone from the Middle East. I'll give you an example why. Because in the Middle East, right, the culture is a woman cooks and cleans, right? But in Islam, it tells you to help your wife. Do you know what I mean? So there's a difference. There's a big difference. So don't mix culture
Who says?
with Islam.
Wait. Can I ask you? Who says a woman should just cook and clean? Who says that?
No, I'm saying that's how, like, that's the culture.
Which culture?
Like in certain cultures, I'm not sure which one, but like there's a lot of cultures. Do you know what I mean?
Well, which one? Give me an example. I want practicality.
For example, like the Middle East, like like the culture in the Middle East, right? Even from my parents' country, a woman is supposed to cook and clean. Do you know what I mean? But in Islam itself, a man is supposed to provide and help his wife when he's free. Do you know what I mean?
Z, one second. Z, do you have any questions about Hinduism?
No, but I'm just saying that it's fake. It's not a true religion or whatever it is. That's
It's
all I'm
not a
saying.
religion.
I mean, see, if your religion was actually true, right, you would not be so insecure that you will go to a Hindu live and talk about Islam.
Well, I'm not insecure, but it's because I
You're
give you more from
absolutely
Islam.
insecure,
That's
bro.
why I decided to hop on the call.
You're so insecure,
why are you
brother.
here?
So insecure.
Why would I be insecure?
Then why are you
you
talking about
here?
Islam right now? Did I ask you questions about Islam?
No, but you're mocking my religion, so I had to come here and educate
No,
you.
it is stupid. Your religion is stupid. You guys go around a box. It's stupid.
Okay, so right now you
And
call
your
my
prophet
religion
raped a
stupid
little
because you
child.
couldn't prove me wrong.
Your prophet raped a little child, bro.
What's
That's so
stupid?
stupid.
Okay, what's stupid about Islam? Tell me, go on.
Yeah, your prophet raped a little child. Aisha was only 6.
No, he didn't rape him. Why are you lying for?
Don't say that word. Don't say
use
that
that
word.
word.
Oh
Don't
yeah, I
use
forgot.
that
Yeah,
word.
shit.
Bro, listen. If you were so sick,
Can a 6-year-old child consent? Can a 6-year-old child consent?
Sorry?
Can a 6-year-old child? Okay, say you have a child, yeah, tomorrow, and she's 6.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
your best favorite Maulana in the whole world, he comes and says, "I want to marry her." Will you get her married to him?
No.
See, you have better morals than Prophet then. Good for
Okay,
you, bro.
but let me tell you why. I cannot talk about this because I don't know the whole story. But it's been proven that there's a whole story. There's a whole story behind it. Do you know what I mean? But I cannot tell you what exactly happened because I'm not. I didn't study this part.
Okay, in which scenario will you let your 6-year-old child get married to a Maulana?
They
In
didn't
which
get
scenario?
married, and first of all, she was not 6 years old as well. How old was Rebecca as well when she got married? How old was Rebecca?
Bro, I'm not Christian. I don't care.
Who's Rebecca?
Yeah, exactly. So the only religion
What do you
you're
mean exactly,
practicing
bro? I
is
don't care. I'm
Islam.
not Christian. I don't care.
Of course you don't care. You only care about talking shit and mocking Islam.
Oh,
That's the only thing you care
there's
about.
the racist. There's the racist voice again. There you
It's
go.
not racism. He called my religion stupid literally like 5 minutes ago.
The fact that you pulled that out of your pocket so quickly, that was already in the back of your mind the whole time, brother. You don't just come up with that on the fly like that. You're just a
Okay,
racist.
but he called my religion stupid 5 minutes ago and he didn't say shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but,
So
but I
It
proved
is
it, right?
stupid. It
But
is
I gave you
stupid.
proof. I gave you
How is
proof.
it stupid? What do you mean it's stupid?
Listen. The moon never split. Mountains were not pegged down. Babies don't come from the back of a rib, okay? Sperm doesn't come from the back of a rib. None of that stuff is true. It's all nonsense. There's no flying bulls called Burke or whatever it is. This is all nonsense. Get
what
over
are you
yourself.
talking
Stop
about?
believing
Wait.
in fantasy stuff.
First of all, you see all this thing going on with space and science. Everyone, they follow the Quran.
Your God does not care if you circle a box. And if he does, then your God is ridiculous.
First of all, it's not just a box. It's special to the religion. It's like unique in its own way. It's got its whole history behind the religion. It's special. That's where
Yeah,
that's where the Prophet was born.
it's a location. God cares about directions and locations, apparently.
Yes, but the Prophet ﷺ, he was born in that city. That's why it's special.
Okay, dude. Well, I think it's just a ridiculous religion. That's just my opinion. Okay, I can have an opinion.
Yeah, but you're just an atheist. Do you know what I mean? So
okay, so what?
So how can you say that a religion is bad when a religion teaches you to be kind and to be nice and to do good deeds?
Wait, people were kind before Islam came around and did good deeds before Islam came around.
Not really. The whole reason why Islam came was to make people unite. Before
What?
any religion was on earth, like there was
It
so
did the
many wars
exact
going on.
opposite. It's doing the exact opposite, brother. It causes division amongst people.
No, it's not. Not really. That's nowadays.
Yes.
You know why? Because nowadays, do you know why there's so many divisions
Yeah,
nowadays?
I do know why. Because 95% of the Muslims are not representing real Islam. That's what you're going to tell me, and only 5% really get it. And so, like, I'm getting a bad sample of everything, right?
I'm not saying that, but if anyone who's Muslim, follow Islam 100%, you will see the true religion. Do you know what I mean? But even if you, for example,
so what you're telling me is only 5% of Muslims actually follow it 100%, and the rest of them are just all diluted.
no, I'm not saying that 95% they don't represent Islam. They do, but like some of their bad habits, like nobody is perfect. Everyone does mistakes and shit. Do you know what I mean? You can't
Okay,
see.
but why do you have to come up here and do the racist voice? That's 3 people in a row that have done the racist Indian voice. Why do you all have to feel the need to be racist?
You just insulted my religion about 3 times, and then every time I try to argue back, the only thing you come up with is that I mocked your accent.
It's racism.
How is that racism? Racism is when you hate someone based on their skin color. I don't hate Indians.
Oh my God.
Racism is when you hate someone because of their certain religion or their skin type.
No, that's not.
I never made fun of your skin or your religion. I made fun of your accent. That's not being racist.
Religion and race don't have anything to do with each other.
Yes, but if you're, oh my god, I'm saying racism is when you hate someone because of their skin color or their religion. I
You
made
don't.
fun of your accent. I didn't make fun of your religion or your skin color.
Religions are independent of the color of your skin. Can you please get that? Can you please understand that?
Crazy, man.
Yeah, but what are you on about?
Bro, the level of stupidity is just next level.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're really smart, even though you're an atheist. So
Okay, so then why do you feel that? I won't call it racism. How about we just call it? Why do you feel the need to making fun of another person's accent and mimic it, and by trying to make it sound funny and dehumanize them? Why do you feel the need to do that?
and why do you feel the need to insult the whole religion just because you didn't like a few people coming
But
on
I
the
didn't
live?
say any. But I didn't say anything about you, though. I'm just
Yeah,
talking.
but you said
What I'm saying is that I think that Islam is dumb. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. I didn't say anything about you. I didn't mock you, and I didn't make fun of you.
yeah, but you're stupid for saying that because that's disrespectful. You can say that you don't like Islam, but you can't say the religion is dumb.
I can say that because I can have an opinion because I live in a free country and I won't
No,
get
but that's an insult.
in your country.
That's not having an opinion. That's being disrespectful and insulting the
He
religions.
doesn't get the idea of being free.
I
He
have
doesn't
freedom
know
of
what
speech.
it means.
You have freedom of
he
speech.
doesn't
Okay,
know
let me
what
tell you this
free
right.
means.
How about you read the Quran and understand it, and if you saw anything bad in the book, you come and tell me. How about that?
The host already read the Quran more than once, back to front, so you can ask him those
Who read the
questions.
Quran? Who?
I did. It's stupid. The book is
host.
stupid.
Okay, so give me a few chapters from the Quran and tell me what did you understand from it.
Zeke,
It's
thank you
either-
so much for coming here. This is not an Islamic live. Thank you for coming.
Okay, yeah, but you see when you
They're so insecure that they want to go to a different life, which is completely not related to you. They keep bringing Islam up, and if I give them my honest opinion, they have a problem with that. Bro, nobody cares about your stupid religion. In the next 30 years, you can mark my words, okay? When this happens, you can call me the new prophet. In the next 30 years, Islam will look like a joke. You have ex-Muslims living in your own family. They're hiding from you. Because in Islam, leaving the religion is not like in a Hindu community, right? If I leave Hinduism, nobody gives a shit. I can go leave Hinduism, I can come back, nobody gives a shit. But in your stupid religion, in a Sharia country, leaving Islam is punishable by being unalived. In a proper Sharia country. But if you don't live in a Sharia country, at the very best, your family will ostracize you. And everybody's afraid of that shit. This is why you have ex-Muslims in your own family. I know plenty of ex-Muslims who live very good lives. Like a Muslim, they go do the Eid, they do everything. They even go to the namaz every day. But they're ex-Muslims. Because they cannot go out and announce that, okay, I have left Islam now. This is the kind of fear-based system that you have created. In the next 30 years, people will get more empowered. They will have more chance to speak out. And, your stupid religion will look like a joke, which it already is. Like nobody thinks, bound down to a box 5 times a day is actually, worth your time.
I'll use myself as an example. Like I lean liberal, and I used to think, the poor Muslims, they're getting picked on and this and that. But the more I interact on this platform, the more I realize like what you guys are actually about. And I've changed my mind completely. And I tell all my Western friends, and I spread it to everyone here. So Islam will never be popular in the United States because of that reason. You guys are telling on yourselves every single day you come up here.
Absolutely. Come on, man.
Hi there, guys. Been listening for about last 10 minutes, and I find it funny that
no, come on, man. 10 minutes is not enough for you to have an opinion because this live has been going on for 2 hours. I cannot fill you in. I upload all the lives on YouTube,
fill me
watch
in.
the whole thing, then have an opinion.
Man, I've
Have
heard
an
enough in
opinion
last 10
after you
minutes.
watch the whole thing, okay?
No,
Do you have any questions for us?
I've heard enough in last 10 to 15 minutes. I've heard enough. All you...
No, go sleep on it then.
If you heard enough, then bye. See you later. Enough is enough.
Exactly.
Get out of
You
here.
don't have
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
So first of all, I want to thank you for completely debunking this guy's bullshit on the idea that somehow it's not okay to say that a religion is stupid. Anything can be criticized. Any idea can be criticized, whether or not it's a religion. And I guess that,
club, brother.
and you guys are Hindus, but you will respect Hinduism being criticized. You will grant this right. They do not. That's the difference between you and them. So so basically my position. I don't even know what the previous guy was going like. Oh yeah, I've heard enough. Get to the fucking point or shut the fuck up. So I'm not a Hindu. I'm an agnostic atheist at this point. So I want you to give me your best shot at convincing me of Hinduism. I know some things about it, but I think it's like from all the major religions I've looked into, it's the one that, from what I've seen, contains less bullshit than the others on average by far. So I'm interested. I genuinely want to learn. So,
Okay. So
you're
to
used
start
to
off
those
with,
conversations.
you talked about like convincing me. I have zero incentive of convincing people into Hinduism. Zero incentive. So I'm not at all interested. But if you have questions, I can answer that. So
But
I'll give you a
okay,
brief about Hinduism.
so let me be clear. If Hinduism happens to be correct and true, I want to know about it. I'm only seeking truth,
Sure,
right?
sure.
And go. Sorry.
Sure, sure. So let me give you a brief, yeah. Let me start by breaking the misconception that Hinduism is a religion, which is not. It's not a religion at all. The very basic way I can explain Hinduism is that humanity has been doing science for a long time, even before the religions of the world came and like kind of started persecuting scientists. So all the culmination of ancient sciences, that is basically Hinduism.
So the investigation of the function and the nature of the natural world with empirical evidence and building models and falsifying hypotheses, like all of this to you, that is Hinduism. It's just learning about
Absolutely.
the world we live in ourselves.
Yes. The word
Okay.
Hindu itself like doesn't have a meaning. The very close understanding of the word Hindu is like a seeker of knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I mean, it sounds pretty close, more so to philosophy than religion, I guess.
Philosophy, sure, like philosophy doesn't actually have backing of like real tangible science. It's our hypothesis about our understanding of the world. But Hinduism is the other way around. It's not hypothesizing about things. It's about people who find various truths. They come back and like try to explain it in a language that we might understand. So they have the truth. They've understood what it is. They have understood truths on all the different areas of life, and explaining that to us is basically Hinduism. So it's not just hypothesis.
I mean, some areas of philosophy actually base themselves on reality. Like, for example, metaphysics necessarily has to question about the nature of the universe, so it has to base itself on what is happening in science, right? But I guess I don't know. It's like the idea is that okay, like people find a truth and then they come back and they share with us. So it's just like sharing knowledge, right? Like just sharing wisdom, things to just to improve our understanding of the world. But what is so when someone says they find a truth, do you value the scientific method being used there? Like, do you think science should be a priority?
Absolutely. That's the
Okay.
only like this is one of the reasons why like we call it the truth. Scientific method is the only way you can arrive at the truth.
Well, as a scientist, I would say not quite. I would say it's the most reliable method that we have to form models about understanding the world we live in and ourselves. Just in a lot of ways.
Do we
But
have?
I don't think it
Do,
gets to truth, capital T. But obviously, it makes us closer to an understanding of reality as it is, rather than if we don't use it. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. Do we have a scientific method for the scientific method? I want to make sure the scientific method is correct.
One answer to that is we trust the scientific method based on its ability to produce effective results. That is, like it can make predictions about what happens in the world. You can test different methods to form ideas and predictions about how the world works, and the scientific method based on empirical evidence is simply the most reliable. We can test science itself. Yeah.
I know, but what I'm saying is that the scientific method is very useful and very valuable. I do agree with you, but it can never it does have its limitations because it is
Exactly.
rule based. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so that's why I don't want to use the term capital truth, but I guess yes, if we find some piece of information that can help others get closer to the truth, although I don't think we can reach it 100% in a lot of ways, then I'm all for that. So based on everything you explained so far, it sounds to me that according to your definition, I am a Hindu myself.
Okay. Yeah. So the one thing that science at least some of the scientists or most of the scientists, what they don't understand is consciousness. That's why the hard problem of consciousness still exists. We call it Brahman in Hinduism, and so like that's the one commonality amongst that we all share, which is the baseline for everyone's existence, which is consciousness. And so that's what we know to be, our commonality. It's the one thing that we all share, and that's consciousness. Everything else, like our thoughts, feelings, and emotions about it, are all going to be different. But the one thing that we all have to say that we all share is the fact of being conscious.
So it's kind of the same dilemma as, hey, if you have a tree that falls in the forest and like no one hears it, didn't make noise.
Yeah, it would only make a noise if we had an
If you have a
organism
conscious,
specifically
yeah,
designed to pick up that frequency. Yeah, exactly, right.
yeah.
So so my point is it's that nothing exists in isolation. Everything is relationship.
I mean, everything we can perceive is in a direct relation to our consciousness. Like what our brain is able to produce as a conscious experience is merely a
Exactly.
very controlled form of hallucination. And I mean, there's a lot of
Exactly.
evidence backing this up.
Yeah, and we've never experienced anything outside of consciousness, right? Ever. Like no one's
Correct,
ever.
because experience by definition has to happen in consciousness.
Perfect. So right. So when people
fact.
when people hypothesize that matter exists outside of consciousness and somehow manifested consciousness, that is a leap in faith in your and that's the problem with.
Yeah, in this sense, it's like I think therefore I am. Like I
Oh,
have
dude.
consciousness,
Oh, dude.
therefore I
If
exist.
you, yeah, well, I would reverse that and say I am, therefore I think, because I can't think without being first. So,
Yeah,
dude,
exactly. Well, that's the point. That's the point. I am capable of thought, therefore that must mean that I exist in the first place. Existence is a prerequisite for thought. Correct.
are you really a scientist?
I am, yes, but no. But the point is but that was from a French philosopher back in the day. But the point is that yes, obviously, it all relates to everything we perceive is related to consciousness, and every thought or opinion about anything is dependent on the mind. That is correct.
Brother, if every scientist was honest like you, the West would be such a beautiful place. Like if
No,
everyone
but
was just
look, I think it's very likely that there seems to be some consistency. I could be in the Matrix, or my entire life could just be a dream for all I know. Maybe I'm surrounded by philosophical zombies that are just a figment of my imagination.
well,
But
that's
most likely,
solipsism. That's
I know,
solipsism.
but I'm not. I'm not though. I think what's most likely is that yes, there is an external world that exists outside of me. But the thing is, it only meaningfully exists. I say meaningfully like kind of an ethical sense. Like, does it matter? Well, for anything to matter, it has to relate to a consciousness. So I think most likely it exists, but I think that our understanding of what we have in this outside world that we can only have access to through a very controlled hallucination, through a very limited and flawed senses,
Yes.
those tools will always produce a model of the outside world that is flawed because we never have direct access to it. We only have access to consciousness.
Oh, dude, I hope this is being recorded. Yeah, dude, I agree with everything you just said. everything.
So yes, like I don't think like the idea of an atom is like a capital T truth. Like it's just a concept we invented to understand what the fuck is going on.
Right. So our limited sense perceptions pick up like less than 1% of reality. So like things only look the way they do because our sense perceptions were developed in such a way for survival and for reproduction, and that's it.
Yes.
It's not to actually see what reality actually
And
is.
that includes everything. It includes like the perception of time. Like how
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I subscribe to B theory of time. It's literally a temporal creation.
I don't know what that is.
It's basically saying like time is relative, like it's a relationship, it's a measurement. Yeah. So without the measurement, time doesn't exist. Yeah.
I mean, even in our own existence, it's very easy to realize that depending on the moment and depending on your activity and how you're feeling, your perception of time can be very altered. Like some moments can seem very long, some moments can seem very short, despite being longer in an objective sense.
That's perfect. So like when when these hardcore materialists come in here and they're like, I know that the brain creates consciousness. I'm like, dude, you don't even know what a brain actually is. You're just seeing a representation of something your sense perceptions are throwing at you. You don't know.
But you can kind of test it. Like you see when people have brain damage in specific areas, like like we have a lot. I think that yes, there is an external world that we'll never have a complete understanding of that exists outside of the mind, but it only exists meaningfully through consciousness. If there wasn't consciousness, if the universe was just without consciousness, it doesn't fucking matter what happens in it.
Right, but no one's right. But so that would be kind of a belief, though, because we don't know what anything looks like outside of consciousness. We don't. We can't. We could just.
Yeah, we just have very, very flawed models.
Right. Okay. That's fair. That's close. That's as close
But
Like that's fine.
no, but I still think that the most likely hypothesis, although I can never be certain, is that there is some, a universe outside of my consciousness. Like, to the point where my consciousness seems to rely on this reality where, yes, like I have a brain and I can show emotions and everything, because I use the exact same deduction when I look at other people having brains and being conscious.
But no one has ever. But the fact of the matter is that not one being that has ever walked the planet has ever experienced anything outside of consciousness.
Correct.
And right,
But your consciousness can be severely altered from brain damage and such, and so it does beg the question, like,
Sure.
without that functioning brain, like what can possibly be left of this? Like, because
Right.
if you have a consciousness not dependent on your brain, that means that you don't have a sense of sight, you don't have a sense of touch, you don't have memories of what your family's faces looks like.
Right. So it appears
You can't do 2 + 2. You can't speak. You don't understand English. You know what I mean?
Right. So
Sorry.
just like damaging the brain doesn't actually do anything to consciousness. If I was to like take a hammer to a radio, I'm not hurting the voices that are being projected outside the radio. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're not actually hurting consciousness. You might be hurting like the transmitter. But just like in a dream, like I'll use the dream analogy. I didn't get to use it yesterday. Like just like in a dream, you localize yourself in a body in the dream, and you feel like consciousness is behind your eyes in that dream, and you've created an entire reality with other with other things to interact with.
Yeah, that's why I said I could be in the Matrix earlier.
Right, exactly. So right. Okay, all right, perfect.
No, I understand that.
Right. So believing anything could exist outside of consciousness is just a belief, and it's a leap in faith. Like we don't have any evidence for that.
No. I don't think we can ever prove it 100%. You can't prove we're not in Matrix. You can't prove that solipsism is necessarily objectively
Did you talk about the Matrix?
Huh?
What? The Matrix? Yeah, we love the
Did you
Matrix.
not- Did I hear Matrix just now?
Yes,
Yeah.
we mentioned the Matrix as an example in a philosophical conversation to talk about the external world that we observe as a
the idea of the
simulation.
Matrix, right? Matrix being this illusionary world, it's actually
Yes.
coming straight from Hinduism. We call it Maya.
No, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. I think it's really relevant here.
And it always starts with ma. Matra, matra means illusion. It's where we get our word meter and measurement from, and that's why the matrix. There's always the ma, the matter ma. It's always ma. That might be a little too deep. I won't get into that right now. That's Hinduism. We'll leave that on the back burner.
Okay, so I'm not trying to engage in bad faith. I think you can tell this from this conversation so far.
Yeah, no, you're being completely honest.
I
it's refreshing.
genuinely struggle with the radio analogy. Like, I understand what you're saying, but I don't see it.
Okay,
I don't,
so let me finish the dream thing. So when you localize yourself in the dream and you created an entire reality and you've localized yourself in the dream, now, so let's say you're asleep in Chicago somewhere, but you're dreaming of yourself walking around in the city of London. Now you've localized yourself in the dream and you're interacting with all different personalities.
No, I know what you're saying, but it's
all
incorrect.
taking place in your
It's
consciousness.
not really happening. Yes, correct.
Now, do you have any recollection of yourself laying down in a bed in Chicago?
No, and that's, you could say the same point about me now. Like, do I have a memory of plugging myself into a matrix or falling asleep and having a dream of living the life I have now? No. So, like, obviously, again, I cannot demonstrate that.
So let me just bring it home. So now come up one level, as we say, even though there's no levels, it's all the same thing. We're just defining it, the dream and the reality. Waking reality.
I got that.
So it
like
appears
Inception.
like it appears like our consciousness is behind our eyes, just like it did in the dream. But once again, if you meditate and you sort of let the mind settle down, and this is going to come with a little bit of practicality, this is where philosophy is going to fail, and you have to actually go to the qualitative rather than the quantitative, because because we can philosophize about going to the gym all we want until you actually go to the gym. Yeah. So until we actually go to the gym, it's just going to be like a bunch of words. It's not the same thing. So when you actually meditate, you'll actually see that this to be true, that consciousness doesn't actually have a location. And the only way to see this is to actually meditate and see this for yourself.
Yeah, but if someone brain damages me in the right way, it can impact my very ability to meditate in the first place.
Yes, I understand that.
My brain is wired in a way that it makes it pretty much impossible for me to meditate. I have taken psychedelics a few times, So I guess that's the closest I can get. But like meditation is maybe I just don't have the right methodology. Um, but yeah, no,
Right.
it's just I don't know. I feel like maybe I have too strong of an attachment to this dream. You know, like too strong of an attachment to.
It's an attachment to finite structures. We still have a like, even though we say like things don't really appear, like things aren't actually appearing to us in what they actually are, we still subconsciously are doing it regardless if we know it. We sort of have a fixation
Oh yeah.
of matter, and we
I
sneak it in
mean,
the back door a lot.
I mean
Yeah.
that's a product of evolution if you think about it. Like
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
necessary for the consciousness to be very very involved in the narrative and like whatever the fuck is going on here.
It's absolutely beneficial for survival and reproduction
Yeah,
for you to
but
see
it
things.
doesn't make
Right.
it doesn't make it like necessarily a reasonable thing for consciousness to do. It was just like we were just pre-programmed for that. But if we can take a step away from this game, recognize it for what it is, and maybe we can actually kind of climb up the walls of the maze and
Well,
look at what we're kind of stuck in, you know?
right. And you don't think you agreed with me earlier about time, right? That time is just a measurement and doesn't
Yeah.
actually
So
have an
can I
ontology.
elaborate on that?
Sure.
Like let's say that brain simulations on very powerful computers were actually capable of consciousness because let's say that you're not gonna like this because I guess it goes to like this idea that a consciousness is reliant on the mind. But just to make my point,
Sure,
uh,
sure.
well, you could say that antennas, I guess, can express consciousness more or less rapidly. So we could go for that. But essentially, let's say you have a brain simulation of a human and then you have another one and you're running them, except the second one you're running it with twice as less RAM, like essentially it's running twice as slower. Well, by definition one is going to experience time slower than the other if they observe one another, interacting, reacting to real life events. If they were having a conversation or something, uh,
I mean,
means that
you can give it.
like one would be twice as fast than the other. It would be like me being on speed up, like a
Well, you can give a more practical example. There's been experiments done where people have a watch and they'll fly around the world once, and they'll like gain like a half a second or a quarter of a second or something like that. You've heard of these experiments, right?
Oh yeah, so that's because of relativity. You take two atomic clocks, one on the ground and one you bring in a plane and you make it fly in space, and then there's a delay between the two. Yes.
Right. Because
No, I get your point. I get your point. Yes, even in the reality
okay.
that we live in right now, without even talking about brain simulations or anything, or like a theoretical human brain that somehow reacts twice as slowly, in the very reality that we live in right now, we can already see that depending on how you're moving relatively to another mind, you can experience time differently,
Right.
subjectively.
So
Yes.
time is a measurement. It's like a temporal creation, right?
I think it's a concept we have invented as a tool to predict outcomes and
Right.
to organize our existence.
But
Because
time doesn't have its own ontology, is what I'm saying. Like it doesn't have its standalone existence apart from us measuring it, right? Or do you think?
I think time. Yeah, I think time is dependent as a concept. Obviously, it's dependent on the mind.
As a concept, so not an
Like
actual.
I could even go further. Some people have hypothesized that maybe antimatter was behaving like matter, except it was going reverse in time because a lot of quantum events that can produce or destroy matter are
Right,
reversible.
but once again, dark matter doesn't exist. Okay.
No, antimatter.
Okay, any matter that you're going to say.
The point is that if it behaves the same as matter but reversed in time, then theoretically a human made out of antimatter would just experience time reversed compared to us. Yes. So
Right,
like
but
their
let me
definition of time would be completely different.
so let me just correct something. Matter doesn't behave the way matter does. It's not. So when we say we're measuring matter, we're not actually measuring something that has its own standalone existence. We're actually measuring the way our mind is behaving and actually interacting with reality. So it's actually a measurement of ourselves.
Uh,
Because a tree
yes.
only a tree, like if I was to go up to a tree and
I
okay,
get that. I understand that.
okay.
Uh,
So if time doesn't have an ontology,
because our senses and our brain neurons and everything, like yes, like that's part of ourselves.
okay,
But I still believe that the most likely hypothesis is that there is this real external thing that is,
that's a belief.
I know, but and I don't think you can prove it 100%. But I think that I don't know. Why? Like practically
don't you
speaking,
adhere?
let me
Hold on, brother.
understand.
Hold on, really quick, my
Sorry.
friend. Don't you adhere to parsimony and Occam's razor? So if you don't know what that is,
wait.
basically,
So yeah, but that assumes that, yeah, like you just want to go for the hypothesis as the least assumptions. I get that. So and
yes,
you're saying that the belief in this actual external world, like,
right. Don't make the assumption. Let's cut off as many assumptions as possible. Let's just go with exactly what we have, which is consciousness. And we share our consciousness with everyone and everything, and therefore we should treat everyone and everything with equanimity, or in Buddhism they call it same taste. Everything is equal, no one's special. There are no hierarchies.
and then there's the idea of oneness, because like if we follow your logic, right, like if you're interacting with a different consciousness, then because that's a part of you, that means that all consciousness is one.
Absolutely, we're all one.
I think that in an ethical sense, like we should try to follow this principle. For example,
Brother, this is
right?
what Hinduism and Buddhism and Jainism, we all say the same thing.
I know
Yeah.
that. I mean, there's this saying. There was this definition of compassion I really like, is that compassion is what happens when you remove your ignorance of others.
Absolutely, brother. Listen, like these religions, these dualistic ways of reasoning about the world, materialism, physicalism, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, they're all fixated on the separateness and what separates. Like, I'm a believer, you're not. I'm black, you're white. I vote for blue, you vote for red. Like,
Okay,
we're so focused on the differences in the West.
So here, to be very clear, like I'm still convinced that, and please let me finish. I'm still convinced that there's most likely an external world on which like we kind of rely on from a functional standpoint to even be conscious in the first place. But I think when it comes to ethics and our values, I think that yes, we should definitely apply those values. I mean, I'm vegan, right? I've been vegan for 7 years. I do a lot of activism to defend animals because I think that, you're black, this is bullshit. And I think it also applies to, oh, you're this species, so we can eat you.
I'm a vegan too, and that's why
universal compassion.
and that's why you have an open mind to this, and you're not so fixated. You're not a cold-hearted nihilist. You actually have compassion for
I'm an
other
existential nihilist. Like I have a very pessimistic view on like the condition in which sentient life finds itself in this natural world that we can observe as far as we're aware, even though it could be all an illusion. But no, I think the world fucking sucks. I just
take it easy.
Ideally, I would say that it would be better for consciousness to not exist, which I guess kind of fits with Buddhism when it comes to nirvana, extinguishment. But
if consciousness doesn't exist, nothing exists, because no one has ever experienced anything.
I'm cool with that.
Wait, so hold on. So you wish that experience is not even. You wish nothing ever happened,
correct.
and you just
correct.
Wow.
I think that in the world in which we exist, as far as we're aware, the condition under which sentience finds itself in is really bad, because by definition we live in a universe with limited resources, with inhospitable habitats all over the place.
But do you know why, brother? Just to bring it back full circle, it's because we see ourselves
evolves as a tool, and we look at
it. If you see, I know something about this thing. If you genuinely think that is what should happen, like existence should not exist, then meditation would work for you.
The what?
Then meditation would work for you.
What, to change my mind on this?
The fact that meditation does not work for you, it means like you genuinely don't actually want that. The non-existence of existence. You don't want it.
No, but like, hear me out. Like, I'm not it's not our sadistic or anything. It's just that I really don't see sentient life accomplishing anything that is great and somehow compensating for the massacre that's very existence is caused.
When you say accomplishing something great, what are you comparing it to?
So I mean, just like what is it actually doing to compensate for all the suffering that is generated by how it works? Like you have let's say most animals who are sentient, they are strategists. Like there are animals who will pump out a bunch of babies, and the vast majority will just die horribly. And that's the states that's the average sentient life form on this planet has found itself in for hundreds of millions of years. I don't see I would have to pay you money for you to accept to go through this. Honestly.
Well, this is the thing. The reason why he's telling you to meditate is because if you actually quieted your mind down, you would see, listen, I'm not saying the suffering and the people that are cruel are going to stop doing that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that if you, it starts with you.
I don't think you're stupid enough to insinuate that.
Right. It all starts with you, right? So if you personally was to meditate and actually experience and find yourself and realize, oh, I'm actually one with everyone and everything, and therefore I'm going to treat everyone as if it's myself with dignity, compassion, empathy, love. That you can't stop other people from doing what they're doing because they're still lost in the illusion. But at least you would
Oh,
have a
well, I
better.
mean, sometimes I think it's okay to not necessarily be nice all the time and use deterrent
Sure,
systems to prevent like
dude.
the
We're not.
unfixable ones from causing harm to others, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
we agree, dude. We're not nice up here all the time. If you heard this live, like,
yeah,
yeah,
no, yeah, you're right. Like hold people accountable when they say dumb shit.
yeah, of
I'll
course.
give a different perspective. Yeah, different perspective.
Go
So
for it.
the consciousness that we're talking about, that is the ultimate reality. Okay, is that one entity, if you want to call it that, that entity is going around having all these experiences. So technically, from that perspective, we are all reincarnations of each other. Everything that you're experiencing outside, it's a different instance of you. And throughout time,
I don't
by
believe in
course correcting
reincarnation though.
ourselves, yeah, so throughout time, by course correcting yourself, you're going through all these different experiences of suffering, of happiness, of being peaceful, of being whatever you are right now. So it's just one
Hey,
entity.
I'm gonna be
There's no
honest.
separation.
I'm gonna be honest. From my point of view, like who sees like a very harsh and cold and careless universe in which I'm just trying to prevent harm as much as I can. I think this idea that this narrative of oh this is just all a learning experience. Like when I was like a rapist, but also the great victim. Like like when we have those two different like
No,
yeah
no,
that was
once
a
again,
learning
I never said it's a
opportunity.
learning experience. No, I
But
never said it's a learning
so
experience.
what's the goal of like because you were implying like oh we improve we learn a little more
There
on
is no
each life.
goal. There is no goal.
There's
The
no
goal is the
okay. So if
experience
there's no
itself.
goal and it's causing harm, then it would be better for it to not exist. That's my whole fucking point.
but why are they causing harm? We're trying to get back. We're trying to show you the reason why they're causing harm is because they're deluded and they think that
It,
everything is separate.
yeah, I mean because they're deluded because their circumstances don't even allow them to have like theory of mind for some of them. Sadly,
I know it's
it
unfortunate because
sucks.
because the top 1% hoard all the natural resources, and so a lot of
Oh
people suffer
no,
because they see
I wasn't
themselves
even
as
talking
separate.
specifically about humans here. Like I'm also
Oh,
talking about sentient animals in nature who don't have theory of mind but still rip each other apart and they have no idea what the hell they're doing.
right.
That's the ignorance I'm talking about. But yeah, we can talk about it with humans. I agree. Like we have
About
very ignorant and greedy and selfish pieces of shit that are very good at holding power. But
do you see any beauty in the animal kingdom, or do you only see the nasty parts?
I say beauty, but I don't think it's worth it justifies like the actual experiences that happen in it. I think my aesthetic appreciation of nature, or even everyone else's, is not really compensating for like the animal being ripped apart while still alive by a predator.
Let me ask you this though: would you know what abhorrent behavior and disgusting type of behavior is, let me rephrase that: would you know what beauty is if you didn't have anything to compare and contrast it to, like the nastiness?
I don't know.
Well, so basically, would you know what sweet is without knowing what sour is? Would you be able to know light without dark? My point is that
I think sweet you can know without understanding of sour.
it's kind of like people wanting to silence other people on Twitter. I feel like you need to have the shitheads in order to know who the not shitheads are. You know what I mean? Like they sort of they balance everything out.
No, but you wouldn't need the non shitheads to be good people if there wasn't like a problem to fix in the first place. That's my whole point.
My point is that everything exists in apparent opposites. It's not ultimately the truth, but in order to know what one thing is, you have to have something to compare and contrast it to.
I don't think my understanding of like happiness is like the existence of that understanding that I have is worth the misery of others.
Worth it? Well,
you know what I mean? I don't think there's a balance. Like you're kind of speaking to me as if there's a balance. It's like you have the dark and the light, like it's 50-50. It's like maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. But you have many Christians who say.
Let me use your example. So yeah, animals do like there is suffering in the animal kingdom. They do sometimes tear each other apart. But there's also some beautiful things that animals do. Like have you seen what crows do? Elephants are amazing. Like
I know.
So my point is that you're just focusing on one aspect of things.
I'm not. It's more so that when I really think about both, I realize that the bad is like so much more bad than the good is good. You know what I mean?
Well,
like the negative numbers are way too much in the red when it comes to the bad stuff.
Well, I disagree with that.
Like honestly, I would not wish you to have the average life of the average sentient being through the history of life. I would not wish that on my worst enemy.
Listen, I need to suffer like I need well not suffer, but I need pain to know like how to like get around in this apparent material body, right?
Yeah,
So
but it's
so
because you're
so
constrained. You're a slave to a DNA molecule that has no fucking idea what it's doing. It has no idea what consciousness is, what torture. Like it just does its thing.
right, and
When
so the animals that are being on like let's say a tiger rips apart a gazelle. 9 times out of 10, that gazelle is sick, lame, or lazy, and the animals can actually smell that it has cancer or it has a fatal disease. There's been scientific studies on this, so it actually is working. If you follow Darwin's what do you call it? What's the Darwin thing again? What's it called?
the theory of evolution, the origin of species.
No,
The origin of
survival of the fittest.
species? Oh
Basically,
yeah.
they're taking out the sick, lame, or lazy
Yeah,
animals
it's
that are
it's a it's a it's a horrible process. Like you would never want your children to live in a society that, makes
but
people be dead or live based
but
on that.
so do you know how the immune system works in the body?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel the same way
Okay, to be very clear, I'm a biologist.
Okay, perfect. So do you feel the same way when these when the viruses try to trick, they sort of morph themselves and try to come in like a wolf in sheep's clothing. They try to trick the immune system to try to gain access, to try to corrupt the system. And what happens is the white blood cells counter that, and then the virus counters that, and then it just keeps going and going. And so they keep one upping each other for the betterment of the whole. And now what seems like chaos at one level is actually harmony at another level. So what you're seeing, so the same thing analogous to the animal kingdom. Do you see where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I think I think there is a balance in nature, but I think the balance is like overwhelmingly based on an equilibrium between, like for example, if you look at prey and predator populations, if you look at foxes and rabbits, it's basically a balance between mass starvation and massacre. Yeah, what a beautiful balance. I should definitely like appreciate that and want it to spread through the stars. Why not? Like
I mean, like I
One
said,
second,
man.
can we like fix a goal for this discussion because this
I'm
will go on
sorry.
forever.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
you can kick me out if you think you can have more productive conversations with other people. I liked it so far. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, no, it was great. I feel like you were extremely honest in this whole conversation. The only thing that's left to say is if you really want to see, if you want to see life a little bit differently, and you're sort of tired of looking at it in a very nihilistic, existentially nihilistic
But
way.
I'm convinced, but like
Right.
that doesn't mean I don't care. Like it's not
Right.
pushing me towards being an apathetic piece of shit. I want to
No,
make it
no.
less shitty,
No, you're a
right?
vegan, so I already know you have compassion in
I
your
do
heart. Like,
activism. My job is to try to develop alternatives to animal testing when it comes
yes,
to looking at the human kidney.
yes,
I
no,
have
no,
developed
no.
those models.
You have
I
what it
mean,
takes. You have what it takes to be Hindu. Like you're compassionate. You don't just judge others because they're just animals and you could just do whatever you want. Like you have compassion. My only thing, the only thing left to say in this conversation, honestly, is if you want to see life a little differently, I would highly suggest you do vipassana meditation, and it would literally change your perspective on life. I promise you.
No. Okay, so Vibai, so yes, cool. You're allowed to send me a DM to send me like the best resources,
No,
the best
I'm not
advice
telling
that
you to
you
do
know
it.
of.
You don't have to, dude. I'm just saying it's a
No,
suggestion.
no,
You
no.
don't have to do it.
I'm willing to try it out, and I'm asking you to like tell me what are your best
All
sources
right.
for it.
Please Google. Please go on YouTube and type. You know Sam Harris, right? The atheist.
Yeah.
Type in Sam Harris meditation. It's about a 26-minute meditation, and follow that. Please do it. Do it. Do
Okay,
it
so
more
I
than,
have tried. I think I tried doing it once, but I did not succeed. I know Sam Harris. I know he talks about meditation. By the way, psychedelics was his open gate towards like wanting to look
yeah.
into that more.
Yeah,
From what
yeah,
I
yeah.
knew.
But I listen. Follow that meditation. Try it a few times until you can, and just see what happens. It'll be beneficial because scientifically speaking, as you know, meditation does improve the neuroplasticity of the brain. It has so many
Oh yeah,
great
I'm not gonna.
benefits.
Yeah, I can believe that.
So
I know
just
it
do.
has benefits when it comes to anxiety.
Okay.
When it comes to depression, like when it comes to improving focus. But here's the thing. I have a lot of stress going on. My body like often feels in pain and ache. So like, just focusing on the present moment is very difficult for me. Like I cope by investing myself in this narrative that life is, especially, conversations like now, for example. And I most likely have ADHD, which makes it very difficult for me to focus in a lot of situations.
I understand, brother. And I would suggest that meditation, and I can't really
No,
say,
I know.
yeah.
I wish I could do it, because if I could actually do it, I know it would dramatically improve my symptoms. There was
Yes.
it was I saw a video about this from what's his name? He works in neurology, I think. He does a lot of podcasts on YouTube.
Michael Levin.
No, I'll look up the name and then I'll fuck up. So someone
All
else
right.
can come in with us again.
I think the host wants to wrap it up. That's why I was trying to say, like, yeah, meditation would be like the best thing for you. I'll be honest, brother.
I mean, this can go on forever because there
No,
is no actual goal
Yeah.
here.
So
I know.
Andrew
Other people
Huberman.
waiting.
Andrew Huberman
Okay.
has a lot of interesting content that
Okay.
is
All right. Hey,
based on
hey.
science.
So the host wants to wrap it up. He wants to.
Yeah. I can fuck off. Yeah, that's true. Don't worry about it.
All right. Hey,
I'll do it.
just DM me, brother. Like, we'll talk more and try that meditation. All right, brother.
Sure, thank
you. Thanks, brother. All right. Namaste. Sorry to go on so long, man.
No problem, bro.
It's good to have
Like,
an
at
honest
least, like,
scientist.
when you have a conversation, like, have a goal. Like, where are you taking it to?
I was
Because
taking him
this
back to
conversation,
meditation.
it could like go on for 2 days and you'll not arrive anywhere.
I was taking him back to meditation. It just took too long. Yeah.
Hey, Stash, what's up?
I was listening to that, like, going, put me in, let me talk a little bit here. But I just want to say on that, that was cool, huh? V-Bye. Like, that's someone who has an open mind, right? And what I want to say is, like, his reluctance on meditation, I think, has to do with not quite understanding what meditation is. Like, whatever your mind is doing, whether it's all over the place and your body's all over the place, the purpose is to notice that. It doesn't matter that it's all over the place. That's the purpose, is just to, if you notice that it's all over the place, you're already doing it right. So
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people get the false impression that you're supposed to be in some sort of like state of no thoughts and nothing going on as a meditation, rather than simply noticing whatever is going on. And I would say this one more thing too. All of the objections that he had were from a position of a separate self. It was from a position. Yeah, it was like a position of the suffering so bad because I don't know that I'm not the dream character. You know, and so like the dream is real, and if the dream is real, then yeah, it looks pretty awful, you know, if the dream is a nightmare, or like he's looking at the animal kingdom or the suffering in the world. And it's true that like this is all real on a relative level, and it's not like we should not be compassionate about it, but at the same time, in the total view, in the highest view, it doesn't have actual existence, you know.
Yeah, I tried to give him. That's why I tried to give him the dream analogy. Like I don't want to give him too much, but I hope maybe he'll connect the dots. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, maybe we can engage him again. He's like on the science side, like on another live sometime a little bit more, because I thought that was like a breath of fresh air as well.
It
I
was.
know. I heard you at the beginning. You're like, hold on, are you sure you're a scientist? Although I would say too that, like, again, it's like this is a good example of like maybe what Mitch was talking about, right? Like a scientist that's not a hardcore physicalist, right? So
That's great. No, that's great. That's refreshing to hear. Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, enough.
No, but you make a really good point though. Like, you're not supposed to control the mind. You're just supposed to notice what the mind is doing, and you have to realize that you are the noticer. That's the whole point.
Yeah, and that's what shifts that perspective out of nihilism. Go ahead.
The more you focus on the mind and you notice that, you know, the thoughts are not actually you, it just comes and goes. The more you do that, the thoughts actually do come in control. Eventually you will come to that point where
your mind quiets down, but that's not the goal. The goal is just to notice it first, right? And then that comes naturally.
It's a consequence. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So like people are often very confused about that at the beginning of meditation, that they think it's supposed to be a mind control exercise. And that's a good way to make yourself crazy. You know, and so like I think that's what he was probably like failing, like feeling like he's trying and failing, and that puts a lot of people off. And the most important thing of that whole conversation was to introduce the idea that there is another way of looking at things other than philosophical rational deduction and empiricism with modern science. There is another way to look at reality, and that's the way. So if you write it off and say, well, I just can't do that, you are blocking off any possibility of seeing reality clearly. And that's such a shame, you know, when that happens, because like it's not necessary.
Yeah, I think we should definitely invite him into one of your rooms one time, and we'll have a long discussion for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because I just think like that is the key point. Like when I was listening to him, I was going, oh, it's like it makes total sense from the position of a separate self. Like everything he said is like, oh, well, this isn't worth the trade-off. Like all this suffering. It's like yeah, there's some good and happiness and stuff, but there's all this suffering, and that's totally just a view that someone has as a dream character in the nightmare. You know, or in the dream, if you will. And like, if you wake up from the dream, is it a tragedy? Like when you wake up from the dream, is all of that such a tragedy? The answer is no, but you have to keep a foot in both worlds, kind of. And that's like the balance. That's the middle path, right? And it sounds like he's all in the separate self world. And you know, we talk about a lot of the neo-Advaita types that are all in the transcendent world and deny humanity altogether. And neither one of those is like the healthy place to be. Like you have to keep the paradox alive in both senses, you know, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I don't want to. Maybe we can get some more. Before that started, I was listening to the. I did like how you also pointed out that a religion is not a race. It's a ideology, and you know. If saying you have to respect it is like saying you have to respect like a political ideology or something. Like there's
what?
No, the first guy. No, you know, the first guy, the Muslim that was up there.
Thing.
Yeah. But like he was like, you insult my religion, that's like being racist, and it's like, no, that's not actually being racist. That's just criticizing your ideas.
That guy's definitions were all over the place. He didn't have no idea what he was talking about. I just kind of gave up with that.
But no, if you make fun of somebody's accent, it's actually not racist. Do you know this?
I guess like it's definitely like childish. Let's put it that way, at least, right?
No, I'm just being sarcastic here.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's pretty bad. Like, I mean, I wouldn't do that. I mean, it was definitely like, but the point was, he's like, well, look, you're doing it to me. You're making fun of my religion. It's like, no. That's not the same thing at all. Yeah.
Eternal. I was like, I paused for a second. I'm like, wait, no, he's not serious.
I'm like, what is he saying? I think it's pretty freaking bad, man. No, but yeah, that guy was just out of control, dude. But like, so that guy coming in was a breath of fresh air, but definitely from the atheist kind of side, you know?
Yeah, it's okay. He'll in due time, man. At least his heart is open a little bit. That's all I need.
Oh yeah, dude. He's on the path, basically. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Huberman, I haven't paid much attention to. I know that he talks about benefits of meditation, and that also came up too. One of the things that he was saying about, oh look, you know, yeah, I get all these like benefits, but the benefits are not that. The benefits are there, but they're also ancillary. The benefit of meditation is realizing who you are. That's the only, like, that's the real point, right? Like the yes, you calm down. Yes, it brings you more happiness and more equanimity. But the reason that ultimately the reason to do it, even I think Sam Harris likes to say, even if it did the opposite of all those things, it would still be worth doing, because the point of it is to reveal the true nature of your own, you know, self, your self-identity. And yeah, so like I think that it's a very kind of scientific way to think about it, of like, well, how much did your anxiety reduce? Maybe we can have a questionnaire after 3 months of meditation, and you can fill out a multiple choice thing and they can measure it. But that's just like totally beside the point, you know, like it's completely missing the point, you know, of the whole exercise.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, I will, I'll let you guys get back to it. Maybe you can get some more discussion on the what was it? The truth claims of the Quran. And
sure.
We can get this room filled back up. So I'll let you guys have at it.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Bye now.
Back to the racists.
Hello, Eternal and V-Buy.
Hello.
I just wanted to bear with me. I've been listening throughout the conversation for the last maybe 2 hours or so. First of all, what is the word for like a messenger in Hinduism? Because you two are messengers, I believe, in my view.
I don't know. What do you call them? Host?
Messenger would be called a messenger, but the thing is, Hinduism does not care about messengers. It's
Yeah,
of
but
no
what?
consequence.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
We don't care about messengers. We care about scientists. We care about people who can actually show us science.
That's cool, and I'm just here to debate. I have no hate towards anyone. I respect anyone's belief, faith, ideology, religion, whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying this because as a Muslim, there's like people think that there's just 25 prophets, but before them there's like 125,000 messengers who came along. So, messengers come into your life and teach you many things. And listening to this live in itself is part of my meditation or my tahajjud on a Thursday night. Well, it's past now Thursday, but usually they used to the companions would think and just think amongst each other and just use the mind, which you mentioned how our mind is very powerful in doing so. I want to I've got a few points. Please bear with me. I'm quite slow in my expressing my thoughts.
Brother,
Yes.
it's very clear. Request only if you have questions or want to debate. So which one?
Yeah,
is it?
no, it's pure. It's not even debate. It's actually It's not even. It's clarification. So I am very much not disappointed, but a lot of people say you worship the cow and things like this. In the Quran itself, the second chapter is called the cow, and it is the longest chapter in the Quran. There is Hindu numerals in the Quran. There's Hindu all the numerals, the page numbers, the verses, the chapter numbers. They're all in Hindu numerals.
Oh, wow, you called them Hindu numerals. That's actually that's exceptional. I appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. And also, a lot of people
funny,
we talked.
All the original Arabs who actually translated the stuff, they all called it Hindu numerals.
Yes, correct. And they went they transferred in the 7th, 8th, 10th century to Western Europe, and it became algebra. It went to Spain really, and the Spain they don't have the letter sheen there, which is an Arabic letter sheen, and because of that they adopted the letter. I think it was chi from the Greek, and then the chi looked similar to the X, which is why X is the unknown in algebra. And algebra, as we all know, it comes from the Arabic word al-jabra. And this really all goes back to how in the Quran, I'm just sharing this. I'm not trying to force or compulse anyone into this. I'm just simply learning from yourselves, and it's been really enlightening. Also, that God taught Adam, or the first person who came to earth, all the words, all the nouns, and therefore that's why there's a lot of similarities in languages. Hence why you mentioned earlier, Vibai, that the matrix comes from the word my and so on, which is really amazing, to be honest. It's increased my faith, if you want to call it that. What else? Oh yeah, I've got another point about where people are racist, etc. I totally agree with you. In fact, there is a verse
No,
in.
bang. Wait, brother. Like I said, we have a strict format for that I let the other people go because it was going into a discussion with no point. If you have a question, ask a question. If you don't have a question,
Sorry. All right, I will let
debate.
it go. All right. I will just go straight into the points then. So.
No points. Just ask a question. Do you have a question for us?
Okay. Yes, I have a question. You mentioned earlier about having something called knowing and something called believing. Yes. So, for example, science, which is a big thing, and we all science is through we learn things a lot through science. So, like you mentioned, the example of Newton, an apple dropped, and therefore we can go and test that, and we know that therefore it becomes a belief. Is that correct?
Not at all. It's the opposite is true. Because we can test that, it's knowledge now. It's not a belief anymore. It's not a belief anymore.
Right. So it's not a belief. Okay. So, can you please remind me of that? Because you said it was quite before. I will get, or maybe I will get straight to my question. My question is, in the event where, for example, the person mentioned that there is no existence doesn't exist. Actually, no, sorry. Let me. I don't because I had it all laid out here, but you interrupted my train of thought. If you just give me a chance, please, Eternal, because you are a scholar to me. You know, you are teaching me. So the train of thought. Where was I? So yeah, it was. The question was that.
Oh, you're reading out of a book.
Sorry.
I hear you turning pages.
Apparently.
Yeah, no. I've made notes as going along.
Okay. This is serious.
I have made notes as I'm going along, so I've got one note I've made was about the vegetable ghee. So that was very interesting because you're right that it's a very high quality. Even my mother uses vegetable ghee when cooking rice. And you're right about the milk as well, because nowadays milk is not in what it used to be, and we can see its effect on the development of children and kids as well. And then I've also made a point about the respect of the animals. That's very.
You know what? Just go down. When you have a question, come back. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a question. I do have a question.
Either please come to a question or announce a debate topic because it's taking too much time, man. Sorry.
Okay, I'll announce a debate topic then.
Okay.
So the debate topic here is if in the event. Okay, so do you believe in the Big Bang Theory? Do you believe that it happened or it exists? It happened.
It did happen. Yes.
It did happen. Okay, and like you said, science is very powerful, and it's one of like the fundamentals of not just Hinduism but any faith, religion, ideology, whatever you want. Scientology in itself is an ideology, isn't it?
Scientology has nothing to do with science, bro.
Oh, right. So it hasn't. Okay. Please forgive me for that one.
They believe in like some alien race. Right. L. Ron Hubbard wrote some sort of like fantasy novel, and people believe it. Like
no, but Levi, bro, you get some cool shoes, bro. That is cool. Okay. You get space shoes and everything, in your heaven or some shit like that. It's cool.
Oh,
right.
Man.
So my question is that you believe the Big Bang Theory existed. And it's funny because we mentioned about people get confused. They say, "Oh, so you believe it existed. So therefore, would you believe that maybe like 1400 years ago, when the Quran was revealed or whatever it was revealed, that it is something that would have been that mankind had the science to know, had the know-how to know that already? Would you believe that?"
I have no idea what you just asked me.
Okay, let me try and rephrase my question. So the Big Bang Theory itself, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What about it? Why? I don't know why it's so hard to come. Why is it so hard to come to one question? I don't understand.
No, I think he just decided to come up and rephrase everything that we talked about. Like he don't have to say it again to us.
Host, he took pages of notes.
Which is a good thing. Yeah, he's paying attention. Probably he's trying to find ways to communicate, I guess.
Okay, fair. That's fair. But I mean, all right. It doesn't feel like he's getting anywhere. We're not going anywhere though.
Yeah, Bangberry, we cannot hear you. You have switched apps, so please come up and ask a direct question or just announce a debate.
Oh, someone said
have people who just want to talk.
Someone said
I have a mission here. I'm here to talk about Hinduism, or if there is nobody here, I will talk about the Bangladeshi Hindus who are persecuted. I'm not here to have a discussion. I have enough friends. I'm not here to make friends. So, I'm here to talk about Hinduism. And the moment you say, look, you know what, it looks like this person already has Hindu ideas, then I will leave it to you. Like there are Hindu hangouts out there. There are other sources to learn from. Feel free.
Yeah, that's fair. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I'll try to be more terse.
Because it's already been 4 hours, bro. Like I cannot spend next 30, not 4 hours actually. I restarted the thing 3 times already, 4 times already, because I got violations earlier.
Hi,
Oh, I
brother.
didn't.
So,
I
hi,
think I
I
brother.
spent
didn't
like
know.
more than 5-6 hours today. Like just because I'm home alone, it doesn't mean like I'm doing this as a job, you know.
Yeah, I get you, bro. Anyway, how you both doing?
Okay, what's up?
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Ethan? You alright?
You're good, bro. What's up? Do you have any questions
Yeah,
for
okay,
us?
yeah. No. So I've been in the lab for a while now. So yeah. So I was before. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure if you could remind me, but it was either you or Vibai who said Islam is stupid. Right? I'm not here on any
It is the
racist stuff.
dumbest
Don't worry. Don't
shit
worry.
known to
I'm not
mankind.
gonna. I'm not gonna. Don't worry. But okay, just
So
remind me
D,
who that was.
if you pay me money, right? If you pay me money to come up with something stupid, I cannot come up with something as stupid as Islam.
Okay, so wait, can I who was it? Was you or do you just both believe that?
It's not a
Yeah,
belief. We know it's stupid.
I think I
Okay,
think
so
I think there's a lot of stupid things in the ideology. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm not. I'm
yeah, I
not
know.
saying
No, no,
anything
no,
about
no.
you.
I know, 100%. No, I understand you. I mean, you can have a belief. Anyone can have a belief, bro. But yeah. So can I just ask you a
It's not
question?
a belief.
So
We can prove everything we are talking about. But this live is about Hinduism. Do you have any questions about Hinduism?
yeah. So I was gonna ask you one question first. Yeah, you said Hinduism. You said Hinduism isn't a religion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is Hinduism then?
It's just in sciences. It's how the people did science back in the day, before
Oh, so it's
religion.
just pretty much ancient science then.
Mm-hmm.
So so if you're saying it's ancient science, does Hinduism involve recent science like modern science or?
Yeah, there is no clash between modern science and ancient sciences. The only difference is we
No,
have way more data.
as in like nah, that's not what I meant. As in like, so for example, recent discoveries like the structure of the atom and stuff. So like for example, let's say new discovery comes out, Hinduism agree with that discovery straight away, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So and like science, there's no clash between science and Hinduism. Whatever science
Because
proves,
Hinduism is science.
Hinduism agrees with 100% completely, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was just gonna ask you guys
See,
said
D, you did not announce a debate, yeah? You were here to ask questions. So now you are sneaking a debate in while asking question.
no. I'll start with a question.
Yeah.
That was what I
So
wanted to
if
ask
it
you.
turns into a debate, that's very sneaky of you. Should have
Okay,
just started
cool.
with a debate.
Okay, let me announce the debate then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you said before Islam you can prove it's stupid, right?
A debate about Hinduism, bro.
Oh, but okay, just one thing, okay? Just quickly. It'll take like 5 seconds. So you said scientifically or morally, ethnically, Islam is wrong, right?
Bro, talk about
So
Hinduism. Why are you so insecure? Why do you
no,
want to
I'm not
bring
insecure. It's just
Islam
no,
everywhere?
because like you can't just brush disrespect off like that. You can't just let that happen.
No,
So I
it's
was just gonna
stupid. You
say,
guys worship a box. Your prophet raped a little child. Everything about
okay,
it is
so
disgusting.
first of all, I want you to understand that social norm was different back then. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Why do people
How
feel
hard is it?
why do people feel the need to tell us we're not allowed to have an opinion? And that's just like we can have an opinion about an idea. We're not talking about you. We have an opinion about an idea. We think it's stupid, and that's our opinion, and that's okay. We can have an opinion.
No, but we buy. This is online. When they have zero control, they are like so aggressive about this whole thing. Just imagine if this is real life in a Sharia compliant country.
Oh, I know. We'd be beheaded.
Yep. So challenging these ideas is absolutely crucial. They should know how stupid their stupid religion is, so that when if you keep hammering that point into their brain, eventually
Hello?
they'll be lenient about the whole thing.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
hello,
How are you?
mate. Yeah. I was just reading the comment here, but I go off Hinduism because to be a Hindu, you have to drink cow urine, and I don't quite like that. Is there a way round it?
Can you show me from scripture where you read this? Have you read any Hindu scripture?
No, I've been to India, and I've seen them in the villages. They're right under the cow's crotch and
Which
drink
which
them.
which village did you go to? Name the
Sorry?
village. Name the village.
This was in near Delhi. I went backpacking to Delhi,
Delhi
and
has
I
nothing to do
loved
with the
the
village. It's a proper
culture.
city.
and I went. I don't know. It was one of the villages near Delhi because I went backpacking, and I
So you
tell
went to
you
a village,
what,
you don't know the name.
I was absolutely disgusted. I mean, is it a
Bro,
way
I'm
round it?
disgusted by the way you talk. I'm absolutely disgusted. Are you vomiting or are you talking, bro? I'm
No,
absolutely
no.
disgusted.
I
Bro, do you
vomited
talk with your
that.
mouth? Like,
It
have you
sounds.
ever tried that? It's
It
actually
kind of.
fun talking to your mouth.
It kind of
This
sounds like you're gargling jizz.
no, this
Yeah.
man literally
Absolutely disgusted, darling.
put
Do you have a
his
stick back
no
up there?
put his head under the cow's crotch
Absolutely
and
disgusted.
started and washed his
Absolutely
face.
disgusted.
Listen, no, excuse me,
Podcast,
we're having.
idiot.
He's gargling.
I don't know why I'm giving so much
Yeah.
time. I don't know why India keeps giving, visa to these idiots.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Do you even know the meaning of Hindu?
Yeah, I know. I've seen all of your comments. What is the meaning of Hindu, bro?
The Hindu means black thieves who used to be stealing things from Persian.
In which language?
Persian.
Persian language. So Persian language has
Yes.
a word called Hindu.
Yes.
Can you show me from the dictionary?
Yes. Search.
Search what?
Search in Google. Google it.
Persian language does not have a word called Hindu.
No, your religion is just 1,000 years old.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you for coming. I don't even know why I brought him up because I've seen him a lot of times being weird in the comment
Well,
section.
if you was to go look at Sahih Bukhari 5686, it's actually in the Islamic text to drink camel urine, but we don't actually have anything like that in anything in Hinduism. So I don't know why they even bring that stuff up because the proof is in their scriptures, not ours. So you're actually telling on yourself because it always every time you say that, it actually reminds me of what your Sunnah says, and so I bring that up.
Absolutely. I'm actually about to quit. That's why I'm like going so fast. Okay, there's nobody new right now. So you know what? Let me finish today. Thank you so much, everybody. Jai Shri Ram, Vande Mataram. And before I go, let me remind you again: the Bangladeshi Hindu persecution is still happening right now. Okay, and idiots like these who come up and like be racist and everything, they will scream Palestine 24/7, but they will never talk about actual Hindus being persecuted. Okay, so the Hindu persecution is actually going on. We have to talk about it as one voice. All the Hindus should talk about it. It's absolutely crucial. You just might save a life. The Bangladeshi government, it cares about its image. So when we talk about this, people are actually going to pay attention, and the Bangladeshi government will actually make sure that maybe less Hindus are persecuted and unalived. Every day, we are getting reports of Hindu women dragged out of their homes on the street and raped in front of their family members. Every day, these things are coming out. But the world is completely clueless about this whole thing. Because, suddenly, like when it happens to Hindus, it's completely okay. They're just kafir, they're just idolaters, they're just polytheists. So, this notion we have to break. And the only way we can do that is by Hindu unity, by Hindus actually sticking up for each other and actually, talking about this whole thing. We have to make a loud noise. That is the only way to solve this thing.
Absolutely. Share it on all your social media apps. Share it on here. We post videos of Bangladesh all the time. Just click on our names and we have videos. Look at my avatar. My avatar is talking about Bangladesh. Just share that. Share whatever you can. Just reshare our videos if you want. That's fine.
Just go Google save Bangladeshi Hindus. Just take up that image, put that on the on your profile with a music or something, and use hashtags. Save Bangladeshi Hindus, all eyes on Bangladeshi Hindus and stuff like that. It will actually create decent enough voice for the government to take notice of this. See, we cannot personally go and save them, right? But like I said, the government actually pays attention to the social media and or the kind of narrative that is going on. And right now, even before the persecution of Bangladeshi Hindus started, they had a narrative ready. The human chain videos and pictures and everything, they already had it ready, even before the persecution began. Right now, in fact, you know what? You saw, right, Vivai, the videos of aid being sent there and not actually reaching the Hindus? So right now, shit ton of aid is being sent to Bangladesh because there is floods and everything. and none of it is actually reaching Hindus. They
No,
are
I saw.
purposely
Yeah,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
know. I saw the video with the kid. Like they were stealing his necklace for in exchange for like aid that it was actually supposed to be free. That was disgusting, man.
And you know what funny? The whole funny thing is, the video was recorded so that they could share within themselves and laugh about the whole thing. By mistake, it's getting leaked outside.
That was probably his grandmother's necklace passed down from generation of families and stuff. You don't even know how sacred that necklace was to that child, and you just took it off his neck because you wanted to give him a bag of rice that was supposed to be his anyway. That's just terrible, man. The kid was only like 5 years old.
There are plenty of news reports coming out where the Jamaat-e-Islami, that is the ground organization there, they are actually going out and pretty much going to any Hindu business family or whatever, and straight up asking for a bribe for their safety. This is not even about the food thing, yeah. Just for the safety, they're asking for a bribe. They're coming and telling stupid shit like, if you want safety of your daughter, just give me XYZ money. So many Hindus are actually trying to run away from there, which they're not able to. But anybody who can actually make it to the border of India, the Indian government is actually kind of helping them, integrate into the Indian society. But other than that, there's no safety. There's no hope for these people.
For the sake
They're
of humanity, please leave Islam. For the sake of humanity, please stop with the divisiveness, with the hatred, with the violence. Just leave Islam, and everything will be better for you. I promise. Well, unless you're in Pakistan, maybe not, but you need to leave.
No, in Pakistan, there are people who will leave Islam and just, hide and not actually talk out loud. But see, another angle to this whole thing is the Bangladeshi government, it wants money. It wants to do business with the world. It became like this creating hub, right? Like where you could produce anything. So the moment these kind of news come out, their business was getting affected. That is one of the reasons why our hashtags and everything is actually becoming effective. Because their businesses are affected, they have the imperative to go out, enforce law, and make sure that the Hindus are safe. This
Yeah.
is big. You have no idea how much impact you can create just by using these hashtags. It's huge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Before the beginning of this shit, right? The Hindu population of Bangladesh was already less than 8%. Right now, a rough estimate, according to the news that is coming out, I think it's dropped down to like 5 or 4%. That's how many people were unalived there.
So they unalived half of them, half the Hindu population?
Easily. It's probably more. There are so many videos like where women got tired, they took up knives and whatever utensils they have and came to the street saying like, yeah, come, challenge me. Because
But
they were
according,
tired of sitting at home and, hiding.
yeah, but according to that other guy, that's not. They don't really understand Islam, right? So that's what he would say.
Oh boy. And the funny thing is, see, I would not say that the government is doing this. It's the people. Like when you have non-Muslims coming into the region and living there, right? Everybody is eyeing your property, your money, and the women in your family. Everybody is doing that. And they're just waiting for a moment where, like, there is lawlessness and they do this thing. Every time. This happens across this happens in India, bro. In India, this is common. The moment there is a riot going on or some clash going on, some level of lawlessness, these people go straight to action.
Wow.
And the Hindus are just sleeping. There is no unity. We are not at all talking about these things. But slowly and steadily, I'm seeing some level of unity. I don't think it's enough at all. We're not even close to the numbers that we need right now. But slowly and steadily, Hindus have started speaking about this. And I want to supercharge the whole thing so that not one Hindu actually gets persecuted by these people. Not one. That's what I want to aim at.
Yeah.
So when Ammuji wants to come up.
Oh, hey, Amaji. Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Yeah. I went to Twitter just now. It's horrible. It's horrible. I can't even. I want to post every video in the account, but just for commenting about it is got my other account bananaed. So I'm sad that has gone only because all my videos are there. Bangladeshi in those videos.
You can request the data from it. There's a way to do it on your old account.
Yeah, I did. I saw that. I have to
Okay. All right.
request it. But let me work on this account and start posting it in it. I'm not waiting for that.
Okay.
So yeah. And all
Once
the
again,
racist people, yeah, in the comments, yeah, be racist. It's your kids are going to teach you a lesson. It's coming to you. Okay. Wait and watch. Yeah.
all right then. So it's like, people who are offended, I'm actually live for the last 7 hours. So you know what?
Yes,
I'll
yes,
I'll
it
drop
has
now. Thank you
been.
so much.
It's been. Yeah, it's 7 hours. I
Are you
didn't
still
want it.
are you still uploading these to YouTube?
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right then. Thank you so much. Jai Shri Ram, Vande Mataram. Please talk about the Bangladeshi Hindus. Ram Ram.
Yeah.
Jai Shri Ram.
Ram Ram. Vande Mataram.